Hey there, and welcome back to Dungeons After Dark, where I, your Dungeon Master Andrew Taylor, and some of my best friends sit around and play one of our favorite games. I don't know what Tucker's been stuck for 13 seconds. All right, he's good. So, everybody's digital tonight. I am alone, all alone. I have to get my own cokes. I have to turn on and off the lights. It's a whole thing. So, having been properly shamed, I am joined by Chris Jensen, Tucker Daigle, Christian Evans, Mike Baudry, and Kyle Evans. So, quick little recap, and then we're going to hop into tonight's session because we have a lot to do, like finding out where the fuck Brahm's going. So,
Yeah.
we started our session last week by stepping out of the Grand Lighthouse Tower, having just been given a mission to head to this town, the city of Blackmore, if you will, and solve this undead pirate problem. Figure out why they were stealing things from the museum, and put a stop to it, and then report back to Calypso. So with that, we stepped out of the lighthouse and into the town. We quickly perused the shop, found nothing that we could afford or wanted to buy. We then moved back to the inn. At the inn, we spent a lot of time role playing and getting to know each other. Brahm got behind the bar and started serving drinks. It was a whole thing. As you guys kind of wrapped up the evening, you went to your respective rooms. Your last night that you had prepaid for. So as you slept soundly through the night, you woke up, had a bit of a breakfast, a bit of a contentious breakfast. No tempers flaring as they had previously, not at that point. You then made a decision to go back to the tunnels that you'd been to the previous day to attempt to recover any remaining artifacts from the museum. You guys made your way through the tunnels and found that indeed the area had been cleaned up and some crates had been sealed. Kazamak, as the group was kind of loosely searching around the area, Kazamak began cracking open brutally with his war axe one of the crates. He heard a faint tss, the sound of dynamite trap being sprung. Kazamak yells to his party, and the party begins to flee. However, the explosion sets loose a torrent of shit water, of raw sewage, as it plummets through the tunnel system. That threatens to sweep the party aside. Most everyone gets out quickly. Kitsune easily outrunning the water, Kazamak making his way through, Henry getting through by the skin of his teeth, and Vinsire turning into a dolphin and swimming through literal shit water to get through the tunnel system. Brahm, however, was not able to make the saving throw and was swept through the tunnel and ejected out of the side. After
a shitty scenario.
A very shitty scenario. After a 100-foot drop, taking some damage, Brahm narrowly escapes the shit tunnel trap, is able to make his way through the ocean, not getting beat against the cliffs, and back onto the docks. However, as Brahm exits the water, he takes a swing at Kazamak, blaming him for setting off the trap and nearly killing Brahm and the rest of the party. Kazamak retaliates, Kitsune jumps in the middle, and Brahm, getting up off the ground, dusting himself up, then walks off very quickly at a hurried pace. Henry follows suit, with the rest of the party kind of loosely trailing behind. Henry at a brisk walk, keeping pace with Brahm, even attempting to cast Hold Person at one point, but failing. Brahm then makes his way to the stables, is quite rude to the stable master, gets overcharged by 100 gold, gets a horse and some tack, and sets off. As Henry waits for the party arrives. Henry then gets everyone to the stables, and that is kind of where we pick up. You guys have just bought horses. We have Henry on midnight, and we are setting off. So we're going to pick up with Brahm. So, hey, buddy. What you doing? Where are you going?
I am currently heading north out of the city. But first, I'm going to since your boy is barely alive, um, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go to the edge of the northern city of
So
uh,
as you exit, you'd be exiting out of Calypso to the north. I mean, it's just that there's there's roads that kind of like on the outskirt of the city. It's not like you head east out of the city. You can only go east. So you turn your horse north, and you start making your way north around the edge of the town, the city. You would be heading and shooting for the King's Road.
mhm.
Um, we can say you have a map that you've picked up along the way. So you have like a general map of this continent. Um, you'd be looking for the King's Road is where you'd be heading. You're not like even like 10 minutes ahead of these guys. So you've got like 5 minutes ahead of these guys just to keep it a nice even number there to work with. So 5 minutes ahead of these guys. You are heading north, and you're gonna go and do what? What are you doing now?
I'm heading to Europe.
All right. So you said you're gonna heal yourself.
So I have no spells still.
That is
And
correct.
if you get a
Yeah, we
paper
kind of
cut, you're
skipped
going
over
down.
that, didn't we? We kind of skipped over the fact that
Punished.
you were punished because when you jumped behind the bar, you stole two bottles of wine from behind the bar, and your gods, well, not your gods, but you were visited by the id, the religious leader and theocratic leader of your state of Deboria, in your dreams and punished. Kind of that was a huge thing that we kind of just glossed over in the recap. But yes, that also happened.
So, with that being said, I'm gonna go find like a stable or something so I can do a short rest there. Try to gain some hit points back and try to get some spell slots back, or see if that can get me some spell slots back.
You attempt and you fail. You have no spell slots.
Do we catch up to him as he stops on the side of the road for 3 hours?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be visible. I'm not gonna like, oh, I'm just pull off the road. I'm gonna go find like a building to line on the backside of the house, backside of a building.
Okay. So a couple things. You are not in the city. You are like outside the city, like heading along, like basically like a foot trail on your horse, a small path, and you're shooting west, basically across the northern part of the city of Calypso. So
Yeah.
you have the mountains. You're between the city and the mountains, and you're heading west. So if you would like to make if you're trying to hide, then you will need to make stealth checks.
I'm not trying to hide. I'm just gonna be like 25, 30, 50 yards off the road. I'm just gonna take a quick nap or just relax so I can gain some hit points back.
Then yes, you guys during the hour that he takes to take a short rest, you guys would catch up to him, and you would see. I'll make you make perception checks, but the DC is low because it's a horse walking around a field.
But they don't know what kind of horse I have.
I do.
Henry
It's a
does.
giant elephant man.
As we're walking too, I would have definitely been like, hey, Henry.
What?
Why don't you just do that? Remember that weird little that orb you pulled out? Why don't you just do that to find out where Brom went? Is that how that works? I mean, you were able to look at that other person pretty easily. Him, actually. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be able to see him, but I mean that doesn't mean I can track him down. I have to. I mean, he's standing in a field. Look at all the fucking field. It's not.
Hey, well, I don't know. I've never seen one of those before.
I'll give it a shot. Let's see. I'll pull out the scribe orb and
I'll once again get kind of like, ooh, what is this?
Jean, make a wisdom saving throw. I believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
I'm on the website, so I've never. Oh, there it is.
But he's sleeping.
Dirty 20.
Ooh. Damn thing's acting up.
Man,
How visible is like everything around us right now?
That's true. Creatures that are incapacitated automatically fail wisdom saving throws. So if you're taking a nap, So it would work. You would automatically fail because sleep is unconscious, and that is a type of incapacity.
Oh, never mind. There it is. Yeah, I see him.
Oh, do you always have to bang it that hard to get it to work, or is it just something weird going on?
I think that's just something weird. I don't know. Maybe the signal was bad. I don't know.
Huh.
But yeah, he's napping in a field.
Huh. Well,
Is there any noticeable features in that field that he's napping in that we would be able to pick up on, like a certain?
No, it would basically all look the same back here. It would be this foot trail next to maybe 50 feet of like terrain that's like unkempt, and then like the back of the city. And it's not like a big city wall here. There's no like defenses. It's just houses and then woods, like with grass fields and intersperse. So it would all look very similar. But as you guys go ahead and make perception checks, and you can make them at advantage now because you know generally the terrain. That he's like kind of
I rolled a natural 20.
That worked for you.
Nice.
19.
Total of 25.
Okay, so everybody rolled pretty well. As a group, about 10 minutes into your ride, he didn't go very far, and you are on horseback. So about 10 minutes into your ride, you would notice Henry, Jean's horse, Jean. You would notice Brahm's horse.
By the way, John's different character. Don't worry about that.
Same
Brahm.
behavior.
You would notice Brahm's horse. Yes, slightly same behavior. You would notice Brahm's horse kind of walking in the field. That does not look dissimilar to what you noticed in the scrying orb.
All right, I'll point over. I'll be like, look over there. It's a 150 gold horse. I think we found
Wow.
him.
What and he paid 150 gold for that. It looks just like mine.
Yeah, maybe it's got like something special. I don't know. I think he just got ripped off.
Yeah.
Hey, we want to go talk to him, or do we just want to let him nap? Or
I mean, we could always just, hang around, and when he wakes up, we're just there waiting for him. Let him get his nap in. He looked pretty rough earlier.
I'm sure he would absolutely love that.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking too. I'm just kind of like, I'll get off my horse and start leading it in that direction.
Look after him while he's sleeping, and he'll be so thankful. He'll forgive everyone their sins, and we can move on.
Brahm, do you have the alert feat?
I think I do.
I doubt it. Not at this level, but you might have taken it.
Yeah, I do have alert.
Okay. You can't be
Nice.
surprised. So as the party walks up, Brahm, when they get within like 15, 20 feet, you would hear them and their horses kind of approaching, and you would snap. You wouldn't know what's going on, but you would hear people approaching and you'd wake up.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up and just kind of like look that direction of where I hear rustling coming from.
As soon as I see you, I'm just like, oh, well, you tried to get a head start on us, I see. Good job. And I'm just going to continue kind of walking over with my horse. Looks like the coast is clear.
I'm gonna start immediately tacking up my horse and start walking as try to get away.
I'm not next to you yet, so I see him like tacking up. Oh,
Right
well,
on.
I appreciate you waiting on us. I'm going to go ahead and just like throw my leg back over my horse. Ready whenever you are, Brahm.
I don't engage. I just tack up, get on, and start riding back to the trail. I get back on the King's Road.
I am walking back to the King's Road as well. Come on, guys.
He's just super eager to get on the road.
It was, yeah. I mean, I heard you ran off, but I didn't realize you were just leading the way. So thanks for waiting on us.
Don't engage. Just keep riding.
As I'm just gonna like look back at the rest of the group with like kind of like a smug look, just.
I haven't seen this much angst since I went to that one Bard show. I don't know what it was, like 30 Seconds to Mars or something.
What's Mars?
I don't know.
What is 30 seconds?
Time. Clearly, that's time. Young man, are you all right?
They don't teach the concept of seconds in giant lore, just minutes and hours.
There's yeah.
Oh boy.
You can only count to 20.
And count what's on their fingers and toes.
Yep.
It's been 20.
Well, how long do you guys think we got until we get all the way to Blackmore? Like a week?
I'll chime in. Well, since we went the long way, good couple of days. I think it's about like 6 or 7 blocks. And I don't remember what we said the blocks were.
60 miles.
We can cut in half on horse, right? Essentially, the time.
Yep.
Well, the long way. Why don't we just go straight through?
So basically, on horseback, it's a block a day.
Well, I'll gesture to the mountains and be like, well, you kind of have to go one way or the other. You can't just go through.
Yeah, so Calypso sits on the coast, a cliff coast, and it sits in front
the foot of mountains.
It's designed to be like Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh,
So
okay, gotcha.
It's built like Anchorage, Alaska. So you can either go north through the mountains, which is dangerous and treacherous, and your horses will have a very hard time. You can head west as you are, and then north along the Kings Road. You can head east around the mountains and north across what is essentially like wildland. It's interspersed with woodlands and open grass rolling hills. And then you would go north until you hit the lake, and then you would have to find ferry transport for you and your horses across the Blackmore. If you continue along your current trajectory, which is west for, an hour or so before you hit the Kings Road and then head north, you'd be able to hit the canal at Good Grass and ride the canal into the lake all the way to Blackmore.
I'll pipe back up. So remember, I don't know, about an hour ago when we were talking about avoiding the canal because the pirates. This is the route that we're on. It takes us to the canal.
Huh.
Just saying. We can do it. It might save us a little bit of time, but there's problems with that in its own right.
And now, at any point in time on the Kings Road, you could, of course, just cut east before you hit the canal. Good Grass is not a pirate city by any means. Good Grass is under the command of Steelhaven. They do not like pirates, so like when pirates go through Good Grass, it's very covert. They're smuggling through there, right? So at any point along the Kings Road, you could just head east towards the lake. Completely fine. You just have to search the lakeshore for like a transport ship, like a ferry. And that's pretty common. There are ferry points along the lakeshore.
Yeah, let's do that. I assume Kit was referencing that back to us.
Oh yeah. This is the route that I took to get to Calypso. So the Kings Road's not a bad option. It's the most built up. I think, have we gotten to the Kings Road yet? Or we're an hour
You guys
away?
are like an hour away.
I'm sure some of you have been on it before, but it's some of the best riding that you're gonna get in these parts.
Yeah.
Bad option, just you gotta be wary.
The Kings Road is a Roman style road. Everyone will have heard of it, even in Deborah. It is the most advanced road system in the world. It was built by the Great Emperor as he was conquering the South on his way to Steelhaven. Steelhaven was the last city to capitulate. He was building the road, and he named it the King's Road because it was the road that he allowed Rorik. He was the only King Roderick, when he came south to Hyzata to kneel, he took the road. So they named it the King's Road. It is a Roman style stone road. It is Roman cement. It is awesome.
Hell yeah. Bad for horses' feet though. All right. Sweet. Remind me again, Chris, what the goblin character's name is. The goblin persona.
You guys named it Esme while I was gone.
Esme.
You guys is a bold statement.
It was me.
It is a bold statement. I had a name in mind, and it was ripped from me.
We can change it if you want.
I will accept Esme.
Okay.
Hey, that I mean that sounds like a pretty good plan, Esme. You certainly seem pretty well traveled. Where are you even from? Where do goblins even live? Aren't you guys usually like caves or mountains?
It seems a bit prejudiced of you to just assume, but all over.
Having just left a city absolutely fucking filled to the brim with goblins.
I know.
There are goblins, orcs, and hobgoblins. This is not a setting where they are considered low races. There is racism in this world. You've already experienced some of that. So, but there are goblins, hobgoblins, orcs, half hobgoblins, and things of that nature interspersed throughout the different communities. You'll meet them as you go. But that you guys would, generally speaking, all have that same knowledge.
You don't get out much, do you, Kazimak?
I'm never really been a world traveler, so to speak.
Me either. This is all new to me, so I'm glad you're getting reprimanded before I make these mistakes.
It no matter to me. It's just where they always seem to be from. Skitter scatter.
Turning around on Henry's horse, sitting like facing towards you. Like, if you must know, I'm from Letty's Hold. And then she'll scoot back around.
I was like, I have no idea where that is. I do above table, but my character does not. Actually, I guess I might. Do I? Never mind. All right then.
Well, what about you, Kazimak? Aren't you like a treasure hunter or something? Are you new to it? If you haven't really gotten around too much.
Oh, I wouldn't really say I'm new to the whole acquiring valuable things. My family's done that for a while. I'm new to the whole traveling thing, though. I haven't really traveled much.
I understand you let the things come to you.
You could say that. That's one way of looking at it.
Understood.
What about you, Vinsire? What's your story?
I don't get out of the grove very much, to be honest with you. Kind of raised, and never. This is my first time really leaving.
It looks like you brought some of the grove with you.
Yep. Everyone where I'm from kind of looks like this, so this was just
very unique.
Parrot, we feel close. I don't know. It's comfortable this way.
Doesn't it stink or smell?
I mean, it's like twigs and leaves. It's not like shit or piss,
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. Animals go in the woods, and you have a lot of woods on your face. So
I mean, unless I have like a particularly smelly flower attached to my beard that day. Like I got this chrysanthemum. This one's new. That doesn't smell very much, though.
You just pick weeds and put them in your beard? Then I guess.
Sometimes if they ask me to, yeah.
Okay. So what does that mean? If they ask you to.
Yeah. You never had a nice conversation with a plant before?
Vinsire, as you're going, as you guys are riding, Vinsire, the entire time as you go, there is background noise for you. For the rest of you, there's nothing, just a general wafting in the wind. But for Vinsire,
it's like a crowded town.
Oh God, I hope they don't step on me. Oh shit, oh, thank God. Oh, George, not George. And then just a cacophony of plants, just lovely weather we're having, lovely weather we're having. The wind blowing. It is loud. It is hard to drown out, and it's not something that you're used to. You're used to a single solid stream of thought. So this is hard for you. The inherent gift that you have, that you were born with, is a detriment here.
Okay. Well, yeah, to be frank, they kind of never shut up out here, which is crazy.
Hey, you are. I mean, you don't have to yell. You're talking real loud. I'm riding right next to you.
I'm just trying to be considerate of everything around us. George, you just killed George, and that's on you.
I have no idea what that means, but oh well.
I'm gonna lean back to like Vince or Kitsune behind me and I'll be like, Esme.
Esme.
And someone's been watching Twilight.
Sorry.
I'll be like, I've always never understood the druids. I mean, I've always hated them because they just get gifts for free. But I think this one might have smoked a little too much of what they're growing. It's just not making much sense.
I think you just need to be a little bit more open-minded. I don't think you spent too much time out in the wilderness.
Oh, plenty of time. I got tons of stories. I could tell you all of them. This, you know what? Tonight when we camp, I'm gonna regale you with stories of my youth.
I think I could tell you stories that you wouldn't even understand. They're usually not that bad of people. They're usually pretty practical.
Yeah,
I think
whatever.
you would appreciate it in time if you needed them out in the woods.
Fucking freeloaders didn't have to work for shit. Just, oh, I love the earth. I love it. Oh my god, magic.
Just a boomer, literally a boomer wizard.
Henry, how loud are you? How loud are you?
Fully loud.
Okay.
As an old man
whisper. Vinsire, above the cacophony of plants, you hear Henry just fucking trashing druids. Just fucking trashing druids in general.
The ones I know are pretty cool, I mean, I see how it is, Henry. I thought we could, I thought we'd be fine, It's cool. I'm never going to help you look for a plant ever. Don't come
I don't have a problem with you. It's just your kind.
It's all of you.
All of
Henry is a racist old man. This is good.
No, I just don't respect.
Is that classist?
Classist.
I'm not a very powerful man, but the tricks that I've learned, I've really had to study and learn, and you just fucking do shit.
That's true. I was just
druids.
born able to do magic.
Fucking druids.
It's jealousy, and that's all it is. That's fine.
What would you
He
say?
He had to learn through, just different ways. I mean, you learned in books. He learned in the wild.
Oh yeah, I had teachers. I have mentors and people who provide guidance and knowledge.
I'll whisper in your ear, and I'll be like to Henry, jealousy's not an attractive trait, buddy.
That store owner, I don't think would very much like the way you're speaking to me right now. The things she could do was beautiful. Oh, that reminds me. You want to see a cool trick? And I'll cast the cantrip that brings the flower back to life and kills it constantly for an hour.
Just on your beard?
Yeah.
Oh, please, plant God!
Just be listening to death wails. Oh, what is something I can do that will hurt you?
What is this? What unspeakable?
That's a.
Please, God! Please, mother, please! For an hour.
Yeah.
Just listening to gruesome death right on your chin for an hour.
Kazumak would love this if he only knew.
That's a pretty cool trick, Henry.
Yeah, Zara taught it to me. It's beautiful.
Can you do?
I don't
anything?
like it.
Well,
Vinsire, you can answer that first.
why not? It's pretty cool, and I'm gonna kind of a little quieter. He's very old. It's probably really cool to him.
I'm listening to its screaming death wails constantly repeated.
Vinsire, why would you? I'm sorry, Henry. He said that was a stupid trick. I tried to talk to him, and he just said it was stupid.
I promise you, I did not use such kind words as stupid.
Well, I didn't expect anything less from a druid, and I'll end the spell.
The spell ends.
Beauty.
The last thing you hear is, "Oh, thank God. Thank you, Godmother." And then it just dies again. That poor plant.
Just magically tortured.
Then, sire, the planet of Afteror giveth and it taketh away. Please make a perception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
18.
18. You find a couple of things as you are riding along. You find a couple of plants that look to be ripe for picking.
Ooh.
You find a bit of dream lily. You find white ghost orchid seed.
I imagine I'm just hopping off my horse every 60, 120 feet when I see something.
Yes, and you also find some willow shade bush.
Ooh.
About the third time you've hopped off your horse, and we've all noticed it. Is are the voices constant? Are you hearing the plants all the time?
Same way I hear Henry, who never shuts up. It's the exact same kind of.
To that point, then, is it not hard plucking them from the ground?
There's a conversation that's had. I tell them kind of that's going to happen with them, and that their seeds will be propagated, and they'll go towards medicine or potions. I'm an avid potions collector and creator.
So you're kind of like a serial killer, but for plants.
Exactly. If that.
And they're okay with you just using their bits for fluid, and I mean, do you have to lie to them to get them to agree?
No.
Well, I mean, if they don't agree, you can still just pluck them, right?
Then, sire, you have found through your years of doing this, and you've been doing this since you were able to walk, that the plants have a purpose. And they know that. It's not like it's the plant screaming about being killed over and over again was a magical effect, essentially, allowing that to happen. But that's torture, right? You're using these plants when you pluck them and you explain to them why you're collecting them, they go willingly. It's not a traumatic thing. They're being used for their purpose. It's a kind of a very balance to the earth thing. You explain that you're going to propagate the seeds and all of that. You find that it's quite a pleasant experience for everything involved.
Yeah, we'll explain that. Maybe if it's not a useful plant, if it's just a flower and you were to prematurely, you'd have to have a conversation. I'd have to probably convince them that there's something better for them. Or if they're rotting or dying already, sometimes they're more willing to just end it, kind of like a.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. I was just curious because I'd never thought about it, plucking a flower when that flower's sentient.
Yeah, it was very light. It's very. I mean, trees can be incredibly insightful. So
I believe it. I come from a spot not far from the woods. I believe it. I was curious.
Yeah, anytime. If you ever want to talk to a plant, let me know. I mean, we'll make it happen.
What about the ones, and I'll gesture towards your beard. What about the ones that are a bit dry now?
Yeah, they're old. They're just kind of. They're friends.
Did you promise them it, or did you just tell them that you're gonna decorate yourself?
Some of them, I promised that I'd bring them certain places, or some of them are just really cool. And then when they were dying, and I just brought them with me.
Okay.
Yeah. Anytime.
Adds a layer of complexity to potion making, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
I have
I mean, I can't hear him.
Do mushrooms count? Can I talk to mushrooms? Is that the same deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow fungi.
All right.
So
Wrong. How you doing, bud?
Just fucking trugging along here. God, it got dark.
This man's still upset.
Just started my journey. Basically, what I'm thinking is just started my journey and it almost ended for some gold. Like, what the hell was I thinking? I have bigger things I need to do. Why'd I get stuck? Why am I with this group? Why is this group following me right now?
Why'd you steal?
Can I get there? Can I get there? But just pretty much just going like, what is going on right now? Like, just like kind of praying to Id, be like, Id, what it like? Can I get my powers back? Like, I don't feel like I have them back, but
So
like,
you do not pray to the id. You pray to the gods in the pantheon. The id is just the
oh yeah, it's the figurehead.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm kind of just going through the pantheon, just like questioning life, just going through like prime gods of the pantheon. Like, I understand my ways of what I stole. I put it back, and hoping that it would be that I would undo what I did. And I realized that I shouldn't steal, and I got too ahead of myself, and I got involved in the moment because I thought I worked a lot more, but I see my ways of that what I did was wrong. So yeah, I'm just like, yeah, hopefully, and as I'm praying to the gods of the Prime Pantheon, I'm just going, please don't let an attack happen anytime soon until I get my powers back, because I am going to be hurting.
Okay. So, rest of the party, as you guys are following Brahm, he's slightly ahead of the rest of you. What's everybody doing, thinking, feeling? What are we talking about? What do we want to do?
I don't really have a clue where we're going. Just me personally. So I'm just kind of like trying to keep an eye out because I know we were heading north, and I'm trying to keep an eye out for paradise.
Sure.
I'm like, it should be around here somewhere if we keep going long enough.
So as an hour, it's about an hour goes by, you guys hit the King's Road. You begin to follow it north. It's a pretty straight shot north along the King's Road. It is, I mean, it's not any safer than any other road. It's just well maintained. It's just, there's no like roving security guard. There's no, police force coming to rescue you. There's crime that happens on this road. It is a long stretch between civilization points. Between Calypso and Goodgrass is several days. Between Goodgrass and Steelhaven is several days. So it is a trek along a pretty popular road. You will see people as you go. In fact, as you get on the King's Road, you would see people going south to Calypso with large wagons, people waiting to be inspected before they enter the city for their taxes and things of that nature. But as you turn north and begin your journey on the King's Road, you notice that for the most part, at least close to Calypso as you go, probably for the first hour or so, it's well kept, meaning the woods and grass and things of that nature have been cut back away from the roadway. But as you hit about the hour mark, you can tell that you've gotten about as far as the Calypso woodworkers need to go. The woods start to get closer to, the woods are not like all the time. It's very sparse, but when you hit woods, you get it for a couple of miles and then you get rolling hills or flat grass. So that is kind of the scene as you guys go. It is about 11 in the afternoon as you guys are 2 hours into your journey. So as we go, let's go ahead and can I have Kyle roll a d10 for me, please?
8.
An 8. Yeah.
8 dragons.
Dragon.
Good to know. So as you guys travel on the road, what you guys talking about? What are you getting to know each other more? Or are you talking shit about druids? What are we doing?
I would like to talk to Henry.
Okay.
If you want, we could just, pass the time and tell stories now. I think we got some time until we stop. As I'm like cozied up behind you on your giant horse.
We could. Yeah, I've got plenty of stories. Good times, bad times, medium good times. You know, plenty of tales. I've lived a long time, very long time.
How old are you?
Oh, 80 years young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's yeah, that's pretty young.
Yeah. No, it's pretty old actually. I don't know, but still Vera, still
Well,
out here.
I guess it's all in the it's all relative. Are you you have anyone back home that you're trying to get back to, or?
No, no one in particular. I mean, the whole town is probably missing me. I kind of well, not to toot my own horn, but I was a big help. I helped a lot of people out with a lot of things. I hope that they get by with the stores that I left them. There's some capable people there, so I'm sure they'll be all right. But I would eventually like to get back.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Missing my town a little bit too right now.
Oh yes. Where you said you were from where again?
Letty's Hold. It's like
Oh.
it's a farming village west of Highwatch.
Oh, I've been around the area. Well, you're far from home.
Just a little bit. Stretching my legs out, Can only do so much farming,
Oh, completely understand.
Not the biggest place in the world.
No, I completely understand. A very similar story myself. First hit the road as a young man. Trying to get out there, see the world. But finally settled down. Nice.
Henry's a human, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
he's old as fuck. He's old as shit. Yeah.
I've got a couple years. I've known plenty of humans that they've made it to 100. So I got a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm still spry. I'm sure I'll go a long time, but it's the twilight years for sure. And I understand that. So.
Well, I hope your bucket kicking years are some good ones.
Oh,
I've seen plenty of people come and go, and they always seem happy in their older years.
Do I overhear any of this conversation?
Yeah, I mean, they're not being quiet, so they're just having a conversation. So yes, everyone but Brahm would be able to hear this.
Yeah, I mean, Henry, I've also seen a lot of people go, and they probably live good lives.
Yes. Is it just me, or is this conversation getting weird?
We were just reminiscing about the small, possibly even soon end of you. So
Of you.
Henry, do you have any have you written a memoir or any sort of stories of your life? I mean, I could gladly help you if you want to document your life. I mean, I got plenty of time. You may not, but
Christian, I sent you a text. I don't know if you got it.
Okay. How long do goblins live, and would I know that generally?
Goblins have short lifespans.
Okay, that's what I thought.
An old goblin would be like 65.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right. Well, gonna be honest here, guys. I'm okay. I'm good.
Well,
I mean, we saw you charge after Brahm earlier. You still got it in you.
Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Ticker's strong. Head's still there. Mostly. We're doing good here.
Just gotta make sure you're getting your vitamins in every day, and you're stretching, and you're not taking too hard of falls.
And you seem real good, Henry. And I'm just gonna kind of as I look away, just glance quickly at the rat on your shoulder and be like, sure.
the big one. I don't like that one.
I know, Philip. It's a weird crowd we fell into. I mean, Philip, you don't think I'm fucking that old, do you?
You're pretty fucking old. I'm old too.
Yeah, true.
Can I don't even. How old? I don't know why. Why can I not remember Kit's fake name?
Esme.
Esme. All right, let me write this shit down.
Think of Twilight.
I mean, if you hover over the screen, everyone's got their names there.
Yeah, his says Kit.
Oh,
It's not as.
How old does Esme look as a goblin? Having him, but since he was saying how he's seen so many people come and go, and he has so many years left, and he's so well traveled, or she. I want to see how old does this goblin look, knowing they only live to be like 60, so less than a human.
Yeah, like 30s.
Okay.
Like about
Midlife.
midway, yeah. Maybe a little bit less than that. Like she just hit 30.
Okay.
Are you like eyeing her down at the moment?
No. No, I mean, I've seen you enough that I would have just wanted to be like, how is this person like 17 or like an old
mean, I've met a lot of old people. I've been able to travel a lot in my 30 years.
Traveling a lot. I didn't realize there was that many elderly people on the road.
Oh, we get around. Not bad.
Yeah, there's like roaming groups of elderly people that, just once they get older, they live in communities together and they go out and do things they didn't get to do when they were younger.
Stay away from them.
Yeah, I heard they have lots of diseases.
So many. It's gross. Quite frankly, the things they get up to are gross.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like a swap pit of people.
Well,
yeah.
They usually bring all their, like, I don't know, belongings with them too.
That seems like a pretty pointed question, Kazmak.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, a lot of old people in one place, not living very long. Sounds like a trove of just random stuff.
true.
So anyway, hey Brom.
I just start eyeing Henry's coin first. Damn, this jacket might fit my one arm when you die.
When you die.
Oh boy! All right, you guys are a funny bunch.
Henry, as you kick up the horse and taking Esme with you to catch up to Brom, what are you talking to Brom about?
Brom, that offer still stands. If you need a little, I can patch you up a little bit here. Do you need a little help, friend?
I'm just gonna kind of like do one of these numbers, like.
Yep. All right, no worries. We should probably stop for this. I don't think I can patch you up while we're both on a horse. Let's go off into this clearing right here and get my healer's kit out and wrap you up, and you'll be good to go.
I just follow him as he rides, but I don't say anything.
I see you guys both riding off somewhere that's not because you're in front of us.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like it's just like to get off the road so we can.
Okay.
Not
yeah, as you guys pull off the road into a small little like slightly cleared area from woods. The woods have overgrown this area. You kind of pull in and dismount from your horses. You guys can take a short rest here if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm down.
You guys can take a short rest. And you are Esme.
This is a mechanics question. It just says I have 3 key points for short rest. Do I get them all back at the short rest?
You do.
Sweet. Fucking monks are dope.
Monks and warlocks, bro.
Monks and warlocks. They're the most reusable. Those are the classes built for short rests.
They benefit greatly.
Yeah, and warlocks are about to get super pumped when the new 2024 manual comes out in June. It's going to be wild.
I'm just going to crisscross applesauce next to Henry and watching him patch up Braun.
All right, Brom, you get 8 points of health back with my healer's kit kind of wrapping you up, applying ointments, covering the bruises.
We got banged up.
Yeah, that ship pipe didn't treat you well.
That shit pipe.
All right, tough crowd.
I thought it was funny, but God doesn't laugh.
The one doctor at St. Jude's trying to break it easy to the kids who have cancer.
Yeah, that's right. That is Peter Parker in the flesh.
It's John Cena.
Hey.
As he patches me up, I'm just gonna mount back up on my horse, and then I'm just gonna start riding again.
As you guys finish your short rest and hop back on your horses, rather abruptly,
Rough.
you guys get back on the road and head off. Anything that you guys would like to talk about as you go? Anything you would like to do? Any feats?
I'm gonna go ahead and just, as we're kind of walking and going, I'll have my oh shit. Yeah, there we go. Actually, never mind. We're riding on horses. It would not make sense. I'll be just hanging out.
Okay.
I can't stop thinking of Braum just being visited by the fucking Avengers.
As you guys,
Hi, buddy. You doing all right?
as you guys, since you have nothing to talk about, we will fast forward to the end of our day. You guys have moved the first block directly to the left of Calypso. The first of your 1, 2, if I can keep this from going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-day journey on horseback. If you're going to Goodgrass, that is if you're going to Goodgrass, that is 5 days journey. This is concluding the first of those 5 days. And as you find a little clearing, you pull your horses off to make camp. You've gone 60 miles today. Bravo. That is a good day's travel, helped along by the quality of the road. So, as you guys dismount your horses and begin to set up camp, you can describe how you do that as I turn the table back over to the party. What are you guys doing as you break for camp?
Kit's gonna backflip off of midnight and then just like stretch and then like just walk over to the nearest tree.
I'm gonna hit the woods and start looking for firewood.
Okay, make a survival check. Or a nature check, either one.
We'll do a survival check. Oh, dirty 20.
Nice.
There you go. Dirty 20. Yeah, you got plenty of firewood for the night. Enough to make a fire to cook a meal with your rations that you guys have in your bags. And then, yeah.
All right. Just get a fire going and just kind of sit there.
Go ahead.
As I sit down, I'm just gonna kind of reach into my pocket and just toss out like a small silver coin, and almost as soon as it hits the ground, it's just gonna turn into a little baby robot, and I'm just gonna have it hang out with me, just when we go to bed, so I don't have to worry about anyone coming around me or intruding our camp.
What are you?
It's Steel Defender, by the way.
Yeah, it's not a little baby robot. This is
okay.
This is a full
8-foot tall Megatron.
Yeah, this is a full automaton. This looks big. I'll let you describe it, but it's a basic humanoid shape. It doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles at this level. but you do have an automaton that, if you so choose, can have a personality that I can give it.
It 100% will.
Okay.
I would just kind of, I guess, assist a little bit with clearing out where we're gonna lay down, and then once my bedroll is kind of out on the ground, I would just flick a coin kind of pink up into the air, and then as it comes down right before it hits the ground, just and then a robot would just literally be standing there, kind of just
A 7-foot tall automaton.
Fuck.
A steel automaton springs into being. It has nothing in its hands, but it is formidable. It takes its fist, pounds it across where its heart would be, and says, "Hail, Surtur."
I'll do the same thing. I'll be like, "Hail, Surtur,"
and it just stands there.
And then I'm just gonna kind of let it just ominously stand in right near my bedroll.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything about it. I'm just gonna kind of get up off my bedroll and pay no mind.
Mild flexing a robot in medieval times.
Literally, yeah. Wow.
Anybody eating dinner before they go to bed? You have rations in your bags. You have basic rations for 30 days. After that 30-day period, I will ask that you make a stop to a general goods store, buy a bag of rations, and we're good for another 30 days.
I would say I'm just kind of munching on some sort of dried meat, probably like dried pig or something like that.
Does cornbread exist in this world?
You've got some heavily salted pork.
As I'm eating and sitting down, I would also say that I'm trying to be inconspicuous about it, but just kind of sitting down, eating, and I'm watching Vinsire, and I'm just like kind of like mindlessly, hand behind me, just like picking at random like plant life that I can find. And just like, but I'm watching.
As you pick them, they stop talking. So I mean,
I know. I'm just like pretty intently, just kind of like watching, just like trying to see if I get a response. If like I'm like, does he actually talk to plants, or is this is this bullshit? I'm just like picking as much as I can grab with one hand.
I rolled for this, and it does not bother me at all because I have no idea what you're doing. I rolled a 2 on this perception check. So
okay, a 2 on the perception check. Yeah, Vinsire sees nothing. Yeah,
I'm just eating my rations, merrily hanging out with the plants that are right in my direct vicinity, just listening to them go.
Vinsire, what's your ration pack look like?
It's probably mostly just like dried meats and some like vegetables.
Okay.
Like long canned vegetables, like long lasting. Not like cabbage or anything, but like carrots, things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Kitsune, I saw your finger go. Go ahead.
While he's just like, Vinsire, what are you doing? You just knees in the breeze, just hanging out?
Yeah, I'm probably like leaned up against a tree. I got my horse, whatever that word is. Hobbled. On a branch, like right next to my head, and I'm just sick back, like eating like a piece of jerky and like munching on a carrot, but like my tension's like down at the ground, like listening to plants argue or talk.
I'm gonna walk over to you and be like, just like hug your jacket, because I'm like 2.5 foot tall right now.
Mm-hmm.
Vinsire?
Yes, ma'am.
We had a conversation about plants earlier. This is why I'm asking you now. Would you have any of these? And I'll just like flash my like ingredients book for my herbalism kit.
Okay.
Or just a basic healing potion. I have no idea what those ingredients are, by the way.
Well, so the healing potion is just a red amanita mushroom, and some other common stuff, but the main thing is just the red amanita mushroom. And I don't have any on me, but they're pretty sure we could find some pretty easily.
I mean, I'm more than happy to forage with you along the way. I'm kind of new to potion making. I never really cared about it as much growing up. I was always kind of more focused on the self-defense aspect of training.
Well,
But
that
it
is
seems-
important.
Now that I don't have a group to fall back on.
Well, I mean, if you come across any red amanita mushrooms, I mean, I'll find some. I'll try to point it out to you, and we can just go from there. But it's pretty easy, pretty common recipe that I could help you with, or you can go over. I mean, we find enough of them, I can make some bigger healing potions too.
Okay. And she'll just like close her book and like fist bump your hip, and like just like awkwardly turn around and then like walk off.
All right. And I'll take out a piece of scratch paper from my pocket. I'll just be like, red healing potion requests, red amanita mushrooms. All right. We'll add up. And then if we have any downtime after I finish, I'll just survey the general area, like maybe like 100 feet around, like where we're camped out, to see if there's just any red amanita mushrooms that happen to be close by.
You have a secondary inherent feature to your character. There are red amanita mushrooms close by.
All right. So I will, if need be, I'll be walking through the forest and be like, "Have you seen? Do you know where any mushrooms are? No. Okay. Have you seen any? Like talking to trees. Like any chance that you know where any mushrooms are?" And then as I'm going,
There's some on the back of that guy over there. And he points to another. Like he doesn't point because he can't move. It's just a tree, but it just you.
that
assume
guy
it's a
over
tree.
there. All right, they're close.
Another tree somewhere probably.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah, and go ahead and make so you know that they're in the area. Go ahead and make a nature check at advantage, please.
Okay. I rolled an A and K 11, 18, 23.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Yes,
You get
sir.
married.
On the wedding dice. Hell yeah, I'd like to see that.
Nice.
So, natural 20. Yeah, so you find a treasure trove. So the quantities that you get, let me just look at they actually have it here. I believe it's 4 per find. And you found, almost there, just doing this by the numbers. Oh, wow. Go ahead and roll on that 20, roll 4d4.
Oh,
You have any mushrooms?
Right.
No, but I know a guy.
no.
Comes back with the entire forest of red amanita mushrooms.
11.
You get 11 red amanita mushrooms.
I'll like bundle them up in like one arm, and as I walk back to camp, I'll just like, Esme, they look like this.
And she's just like sitting cross-legged. Or are you tossing them to me, or what are you doing? Are you
No,
showing
just
them?
like showing, like holding one up. I got like 10 in my arm and just holding one. Like they look like this.
I'll like look at them and be like, "Well, I hope you saved some for the rest of us."
Well, yeah, I mean, there's 11 of them. I mean, here you can have 2. You could practice making a potion, and I'll keep these 9, and then I can make some bigger healing potions with this many.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else want a healing potion? I can make some good ones.
Yeah, that would be pretty good, especially if we get into some sort of conflict.
All right.
I'll
Well,
take a couple.
we'll take time. We'll take time, but I'll work on them.
All right.
And then I'll sit down, I'll pull out my herbalism kit, Andrew, and I'll just start like not like starting to make them, but just organizing everything so that when I sit down to do it next, it's just like basically ready to go.
Okay. So remember that creation of this item requires the ingredients listed in 24 hours of work. This is are you making regular or greater?
So I'm going to end up trying to attempt to make greater, but not right currently. I imagine we're getting ready to bed down. I'm just like stuffing everything, organizing it in the actual like herbalism kit, like my pack, just making sure the ingredients are in the correct area and nothing's gonna be harmed.
So remember that for an uncommon recipe, It's 100 gold in crafting material. So you have the red enamine and mushrooms and 100 gold to make that potion.
Yeah.
It's basically 100 gold's worth of, it's just you having the ingredients.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, also another reminder for you guys, our long rest system is how our long rest system works. You need 4 hours of consecutive sleep. Okay. But you can use the other 4 hours to do light tasks like reading, practicing a skill. Now, you're not going to be getting a long rest while doing armory, like working on armor or tanning leather or shit like that. But like sitting crisscross applesauce in front of a beaker over a fire, absolutely, you can get a long rest doing that. Jeweler's tools, absolutely. Wood carving tools within reason, absolutely. So you can do 4 hours of potion making, pack yourself back up, and then hit it again in the morning or the next time you have the opportunity.
Okay.
Then I would like to do that in this very moment. 4 hours of work, and then 4 hours of sleep first, then 4 hours of work.
So for potions of healing, regular potions of healing.
If this is right, it says 1 day, 25 gold. I don't know if this is still accurate though.
8 hours of work and 25 gold.
Yep, thank you. 8 hours work, 25 gold. Yep.
Very cool. Well, then I'm a go to bed early riser, like early bird gets the worm, grinder monk. And that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Bed at 8:30, up at 4:30.
Okie dokie. Well, you go to bed, then you'd wake. So you'd be going to bed then, waking up and doing your potion making is what you're saying?
Yeah, 4 hours of sleep and then 4 hours of just sitting there toiling.
Okay, then. So as anyone else, as they're doing their bedtime routine, anybody else doing anything special?
Go ahead.
All right. So right when we got off the horses, I would like grab a stick, like wrap a piece of twine around it, put it on the ground, stare at it as I pull out my pipe, light it. I sit there concentrating, and after 10 minutes, I cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
And then, like, so you'll just see like my stuff getting removed from the horse and getting like settled. Like rolling out my pack, throwing an extra log on the fire if it needs it, stuff like that. And I'm just sitting there, and I'd be scribing in a book.
Ooh.
With Philip on my head.
A book he's
writing his memoirs now that he's self-conscious.
Yes.
Oh, what are we doing?
Oh, I found something, Philip.
Oh.
Something I, after you blinked out, I kind of, lost control, and I will admit temptation gripped me.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But I think we'll need it. We're on an adventure now. I think I need these. So I'm going to copy them down again, and just a few. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, so
But just
okay.
remember, there's a reason we were in last drop.
I know, Philip. I know. All good. And then continue to scribe. And Andrew, do you use the same like general spell?
Yep.
Scribing?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Dope.
I'll be also just kind of getting ready for bed.
Okie.
And I'm gonna cast Alarm around myself. And then I'll just have the Steel Defender keep an eye out for anything that is not one of the people here. Actually, no. I'll have it keep an eye out. For anything that's not one of the people currently here.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I
Well,
think once I watch Esme go to bed immediately, I'll stay up then, and I'll take 4 hours to pump out a healing potion really quick. Because of the other ability I have to half the time and cost for potion making.
correct.
While you're making the potion, there would just be this, maybe like 10 feet away, just a 7-foot tall metal figure. He does have ever so slightly, red glowing eyes. You could only really tell they're glowing in nighttime. It's pretty faint.
Mildly reassuring. Very nice. All right.
Just kind of
I rolled
ominously pacing
a
around.
10, which is good because it's a DC 8, so that's good.
There you go.
Let me add that.
All right. You pump out a healing potion.
Real quick.
So, as we all tuck in for the evening, and we take our long rest, you all get a long rest. From as you wake in the morning, your power is returned.
Oh, thank the Prime Pantheon.
Did you learn your lesson?
You shut up.
I would say I would have woken up pretty early, probably as soon as the sun came up.
Yep.
Esme is just been awake. Oh, finally awake.
Yeah,
Henry's
I mean,
also been awake because he's ancient.
wakes up with the crack of dawn waiting for the paper.
I'd probably be the last one to wake up then. Depending on when Brahm gets up.
Brahm can choose to wake up when the first person wakes up because Brahm cannot be surprised. He has the alert feature, so he could choose to be awakened by the noise that Kitsune makes as she awakes.
Well, shit, no, I wouldn't have fucking been able to sleep because technically speaking, freaking Vinsire stayed up creating things.
Choose to go to bed.
Did you go straight to bed?
No, but you could have.
Whatever. I still went to bed. I would wake up. I would wake up and kind of just be tossing and turning as
He's making stuff.
yeah.
There. And the metal robot's pacing around the campsite.
He doesn't make any noise. He's not like
That's true. He's just silent.
he's not a transformer. He's an automaton. He's just
That's true.
yeah,
Metal humanoid.
yeah.
Cling, 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 cling. What's that? Just nuts hitting against his leg.
One thing I would say that since I didn't actually describe him, he would have the seal of like Surtur, or like not seal, I guess, but like rune on his chest.
Okay.
I guess I'll pack up my stuff and we ready to get going, I guess, or
I'm gonna start working on dissipating the fire, putting it out, so that way we don't leave a burning fire that starts a forest fire here. Because Smokey the Bear.
Only you.
And then I'm just gonna start getting my horse ready.
Let's get up, get ready to go. Philip, come on.
I'm gonna just
Getting on the horse, I'm gonna look at her and be like, "You always get up so late?"
at who?
To Henry.
Oh.
Yeah, I wake up a lot earlier than I used to. I just I get up, I do my I do a little bit of yoga in the morning, really helps me stretch out, stay limber, it's good, some bird dogs, some tree pose, you really got to keep it tight.
Yeah, I enjoy yoga. Yoga and meditation usually they're my my go-tos. So I feel that.
That's nice. It's a It's a good early morning exercise. Now I don't know how you do it. Just get up and start punching trees and shit. But we all have our own thing.
I woke up and after my 4 hours, I just started, work a little bit. Work can be therapeutic.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Yep, completely.
As we get up and get moving, Kitsune / Esme, can you roll a d6 for me, please?
No.
Well, that's the game.
The player characters have fought against God. 2.
Okay. Good to know. As you guys mount up or start breaking camp down, unseen servants possibly, steel defenders possibly helping. As you guys are doing your thing here, anything you'd like to role play?
What kind of trick is that, Henry? See a bunch of your shit just kind of floating around.
Oh, it's a very useful one. I picked up when I was a young man traveling the roads. Very helpful. Just kind of conjures up an unseen buddy who, helps out. Yeah. I call him Clive.
Clive or Clyde?
Clive.
Clive. Oh.
No, that certainly looks useful.
Extremely. I would have helped you guys out, but it seemed like you're all very capable. Giant metal thing. That was weird. Where'd that come from?
Oh, yeah, something I built a while back. Actually, it believe it or not, it's a living thing. So not just a mindless, but yeah, built them.
You built a living thing.
To an extent, living is somewhat of a stretch, but it has its own sentientness to it.
It's
very impressive.
It's saddling your horse, and it goes, "I am magical."
Yes. It's basically just pure magic and metal.
I didn't notice.
I'm trying to come up with a name on the spot, and I just can't.
I know you want to use Thompson, but you can't use Thompson.
I know.
You're not naming it after your Roomba.
Damn it. Yeah, it's come in handy quite a few times. He can do a little bit more than just mundane tasks, but he's pretty. Yeah, he's good at quite a few things.
Kit will look at it, or Esme will look at it and be like, impressive. I'm surprised you didn't just take it like the other stuff you have.
Yeah, that is usually the first option, but this was pretty easy to make. It the knowledge came to me a while back, and I was able to build it. So
it just
simple
came
enough.
to you. Is what you're saying? It just came to you?
Yeah, it did.
All right.
I 1,000% overheard you talking shit about how people just got magical. It did not just come to me, but I 100% overheard your conversation. Yeah, it's one of those things. They just, always knew how to make magical shit. So.
Oh. This is going to be a long journey.
What's wrong, Henry? You seem a little upset.
No, nothing. Everyone has their own unique abilities. I should respect that and other people's walks of life.
Are you talking to Philip or me?
I don't know anymore.
All right.
I would like to go up to Esme with the potion that I made last night and just be like, here's an example if you need when you're. I may cook this up last night for you. You can have this.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
That was a lot easier than I my fingers are still dirty from the fucking like herbs and shit that are caked underneath them. That was you did that a lot easier than I did it. Definitely wasn't up all night, doing half the amount of work you did.
I've been doing this the entire time I've been alive. So, and my hands look like this all the time, to be fair. So, it's you get used to it.
Well, I'll definitely be taking notes. And she'll just like, all right.
Very
Gets
good.
back to the horse.
Word.
Pockets the healing potion.
I think I would have had Clive make like a little like leather, like using spare parts, like extension, so that Esme could sit on the back of Midnight a little bit better. Kind of like being helpful, being the cool guy I am.
Okay.
Being the Brad dad you are.
You're all my children.
I mean, it's okay. I'm pretty good with animals and balancing. I mean, but thank you.
Of course, there's nothing. I literally didn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Would we notice Esme regularly casting disguise self on themselves
This is a good question.
throughout the day?
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna get at when I
Yeah.
said Brom could choose to be alert and wake up as.
So I was actually gonna ask, was anyone awake during the night? Because she would have for sure dropped.
My Steel Defender would have been. So, and if anyone that wasn't us that was currently there when I summoned it was there, he would have told me.
Just being uncomfortable with the robot, probably not. She would have just kept casting it. But I will make a point. I did say I went to a tree when I first went to sleep. And that is on purpose because if I'm asleep, I don't think I can keep it on me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, can you?
Because it's not a concentration spell, but it only lasts an hour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True.
And Philip is always awake and alert when I'm asleep, just keeping watch. It's like
So I would have been up
figure
in
she
a
doesn't need sleep.
Yeah. This brings
Is
up
there a-
this
is
brings
there-
up a very good point. So let me roll back to two private scenes. One between Kazamak and his Steel Defender as Kazamak awakens. The Steel Defender would crouch down and touch you on the shoulder.
Oh, just like,
Kazamak.
what is it? What do you see? I'll just like grab my axe.
The goblin is not a goblin.
What do you mean? It's not a goblin.
The goblin is a foxfolk.
What?
It'll point. This is like super early in the morning. It'll point over to a sleeping kitsune that is very obviously passed the fuck out. I'll let you explain later, kitsune, but it
depends on when this happened. Because if I cast it before I went to sleep, and we're an hour in.
If you cast it before you go to sleep, it's an hour. But you would there's no alarm system here. So it's not like you're waking up the hour.
Fuck it. I'm gonna let it ride because I don't want to always play Esme, so I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm like passed out.
Yeah, I was gonna say you'd have to be able to wake up somehow every hour on the hour. So without an alarm spell, I don't think you can pull it off. So
No long rest.
I would just be a fox passed out in a tree.
Yeah, you would be a fox. You would see a fox passed out in a tree. It's wearing Esme's clothes. It's generally like it is.
You see a fox pass out in a tree wearing blue monk clothes.
With how many tails?
3.
I'll just like, as I'm kind of like looking, I'll just like, and I haven't seen one of these in real life, right?
Correct.
I'm just gonna kind of like take it all in and be like, huh. I didn't even know these things still existed. And I'm gonna like pet the one tail I have on my shoulder. Huh. No wonder she's been disguising herself. Well, don't let her know that we know. We'll leave it as it is for now. and then I'm gonna
Okay.
just like, as you were.
Stands back up and goes back to patrolling the camp. Henry, as you wake in the morning, Philip, as soon as you rise, is in your ear.
Ditches.
Bitches.
So there's been a development, boss.
Oh, yes, Philip. What's going on?
Don't freak out, okay? No panicking.
I mean, I'm much more inclined to panic now.
The goblin's not a goblin. A fox folk. She's a fox. She's a fox folk.
You know what? That tracks. Things were getting weird when we were on the horse. And she made it sound like I was.
Yeah, what was up with that? I was gonna say it just seemed, a little odd.
Yeah, a little weird, like somehow she was older than me. It's all coming together. All right.
Good thing this is all telepathic, huh?
Yeah. Yes, I'm a super
masculine inside voice.
Yeah.
Yes, Philip. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Philip. That's how I used to sound when I was a young man. All right, well, we'll keep an eye out, Philip. Thank you for the info. I think we'll keep this one close to our chest for now. Till she feels comfortable enough revealing herself. I mean, it's only a matter of time before. Can't keep the ruse up forever.
All right, I'll play it cool.
Philip walks off on two legs.
Just immediately stands up.
Yes, I am rat. I do things.
I fucking love Philip. Oh my god.
Everything normal.
So, as the rest of you are waking up, anything special, Vinsire?
Besides giving that potion to Esme, I'm totally oblivious to the fact that it's not a goblin. Like, that little goblin's gonna fucking die, and that healing. She needs a healing potion.
Okay. Brahm's already saddled up the horse. As you guys finish breaking down camp, Brahm begins to ride off. You guys saddle up, and we begin day 2 of our journey. So, as we clod along the King's Road, anything you guys want to talk about?
Where was it you said you were from, Chris? Kit's from?
Letty's hold.
Lenny's hold. I'm just gonna kind of be like riding next to you, or like kind of like ease back, I guess. So you said you were from Lenny's hold, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. I can't say I've traveled that much. What do you do for work? You seem like you've been around the continent a lot.
Well, I mean, most of us farm. It's kind of what it's known for.
Oh, I had no idea. What is it? You like cattle, or what do you farm?
I mean, it's kind of like the smaller good grass. So I mean, it's like normal things like wheat, corn, your seasonal crop.
Oh, Michigan.
Not as much livestock as good grass, but quite a bit of crop.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. You're from a pretty big community, or?
No, there's not a whole lot of goblin folk there. I was kind of cast out when I was told, as a baby. So I was just kind of picking up odd jobs ever since.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do an insight check. 'Cause I know that's a lie, but I want to see which portion I don't really believe.
Okay, make an insight check.
It's a natural 1 for 4, but I still don't believe him.
17.
I don't
You
know,
now
man.
question your robot.
Yeah, you're like, how? I don't know. This is either the greatest liar that has ever existed, or something
Robot's
going
blind.
on here. Yeah.
Hey,
I mean, yeah, Letty's holds. It's a decent sized community, but it's It's not much, but it's honest work.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it. I've never been much of a farmer myself, but it. You said it's near Greengrass?
Oh, I mean, no, not really. Good grass, it's pretty far away. It's just, I guess, similar in trade. Good grass is, I mean, obviously good grass. It's, much more abundant.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Well, huh. I've never really been a traveling man, so interesting enough to hear where everyone's from and what the rest of the continent's like. How,
I mean, there's not a whole lot there, which is, why I was making my way out.
Yeah.
You farm, you live, and you die. That's Letty's hold.
That's for sure.
Ah, well, maybe one day you'll, I don't know, get something cool to bring back. Maybe that orb will help you out.
I mean, I'm not really looking after the orb. The first I heard about it was Calypso. I'm just trying to travel. I honestly don't want to go back to Letty's hold.
Where are you, you're just trying to travel the continent? No, you don't have any family or...
No. I mean, if you're not really with, like a goblin clan, you're kind of just by your own. I knew there was work in Calypso. I mean, you saw the goblin folk. There's work at the docks.
It makes sense. I mean, they seem to be most of the ones running the ships as well.
Yeah, I wasn't really anticipating getting roped in with you guys, but I mean, the gold's way better than working the docks, so here we are.
Yeah, can't complain about gold. I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, I can't believe it. They still exist. I'll just kind of let the conversation die out and be like, yeah, well, I mean, if this dude's telling the truth, who knows where he'll be sending us? As many jobs as it sounded like you had lined up.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be back near Letty's hold sometime.
Yeah, I mean, that would be, I mean, you said there's nothing there for you, but who knows? Maybe with
It's
all your...
a great spot for, storing up on rations.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
was actually from around there too.
Oh, really? I thought you
Yeah.
said you were from last drop.
Oh, that's where I settled. Yeah, got around a bit. Just saying, nice place.
Yeah.
Good people.
Yeah, good on us farming folk.
Yeah.
Be pleasant.
yeah.
Hated it.
Fuck that place. No.
What
Bless you.
what legends, like, historically do I know about the... Fuck. God damn it, I remember what these fucking things
You don't want to go against Kit and fucking legend lore, baby. I tell you what.
Let's see.
I know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Let's see. About the, Vulpine.
You don't
What,
know. You don't know much about the Vulpine. You know what you were taught about the Vulpine, which was you Telhart, a long ago leader of. You're not descended from her in any way, but a long ago leader of the Fire Giant tribe that you are a part of now, discovered the existence of the Vulpine somehow, and it was during a great dry period. There was like the river had run almost completely dry, and your people were going to die. So she went north, discovered the Vulpine, and the legend goes that she took a third of the Vulpine, took a tail from the Kinokage, and returned south with her spoils. The Vulpine were treated as slaves, and then until they died.
Checks out. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I don't have anything else yet. Well, we're how much further do you think we got? The Blackmore.
Esme, you went along this path before, right? You kind of got an idea.
We did. It was what, 5 days until Blackamore, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because it was, or was it 6 and we already got, it was 5?
No, it's 5 days, and then we're already done with day 1. So
Okay.
I mean, I went way more north when I came down the Kings Road, but I would imagine. I mean, looking at the map that we looked at.
That was 5 days to Goodgrass. That's if you were going to Goodgrass. To get to Blackmore,
it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 5 to the lake.
Yep.
I mean, you know, a good probably like 4 more days if we just cut across now to the water. But I mean, does anyone need to go to Goodgrass? I mean, that would change the trip pretty drastically.
I mean, if we're willing to pop by the outskirts there for just a quick moment, I could show you some pretty cool plants. I've heard, at least, that there's some pretty interesting things that might be of great use to us later.
I've been there once before. It's pretty nice. I don't know. Are we on a timeline?
What's that?
Are we on
I
a
don't-
timeline?
No, I mean, he never gave us a timeline, really. Just said the sooner the better, so
Because I mean,
kind of whatever.
We can afford a quick pit stop. I'd really appreciate it.
from the outskirts of Goodgrass, it's like a day and a half, 2 days to like the absolute outskirt.
I mean, that's good enough for what I would be looking for. I mean, I just need to get to the edge.
Dump
Oh.
what's his face off at the pit stop,
And there's also
Right.
a lot of cool shit there.
right at the city limits.
Give us a place to regroup and, you know, focus on a strategy or plan to go into Blackmore, and, you know, maybe we come up with a reason why we're there or something like that, and kind of, you know, start our investigation.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good plan.
Yeah. What does Brahm think?
I'm ahead
Yeah.
of you guys.
He's still up there. All right.
Yeah, he's
You
been real weird since he ran off.
I mean, since you guys beat the shit out of each other.
Well,
Since he went down the poop chute.
it wasn't each other. I mean, he got smacked. He tried to hit me, but missed.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you guys think he's still coming with us, or are we just kind of?
I mean, at this point, it really just seems like we're just following him. He might just stay in Blackmore. Who
I mean, so
knows?
long as he takes his route towards Goodgrass, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, we could just, you know, remind him that there's gold that could help him on his journey if he just comes with us. I mean, he's a cleric, right? I mean, he's a holy person with spells and
Yeah,
magic
there's,
and things.
there's one thing I know about clerics is they're very money motivated.
That is true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Raising money for the
I mean,
church.
the clergy does
you know
I-
what though? Is he a cleric? Really though? Because remember when we first met him, he was talking an awful lot about that false god that he always preaches about, and he hasn't said anything about it since he's joined us.
I mean,
He hasn't said much of anything at all.
not really my area of expertise.
Yeah, I like to think of myself as a religious man, and he just seemed to drop it stone cold. Seemed weird.
Weird. I only respect one god.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Who
That's
would
it?
that be?
That's the end of the sentence.
Well, fair enough.
Yep.
I don't know if they have a rat god.
No, I don't think that I would respect that one very much. I only like Philip. Philip's a good rat.
That
Don't care for
seems
the
to
other
be
ones.
quite useful, to say the least.
Yes, insanely useful, intelligent, very watchful.
Yeah, my I'm gonna I'm still, bear with me. I'm still trying to come up with a name for this metal man. Yeah, he is pretty watchful as well. Sees things that most people wouldn't pick up on.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well,
So,
so
like, does he have a soul? I'm very confused about this guy.
Oh, I wouldn't take it that far. I mean, he's a magical creation. I mean, they built him and it just endowed him or imbued him with pure magic. So, I mean, if you sure, I mean maybe I don't know what you think, but I personally no soul in there.
Well, you know what? Magic is a beautiful thing, and you could say magic could be the soul of the being, or not. However you think about it, I don't really care. Anyway,
He's he's pretty good in combat. That's about all I know. He's always got my back.
Nice. Philip has mine. Isn't that right, Philip?
Yeah.
Super useful.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
I still don't trust the big one, though. I'm really
Me
glad
neither.
you can hear us.
Mhm. Honestly, Philip, any of them.
I know. And what's that guy's problem?
Philip turns to point her nose at Brom.
No idea. No idea. Big old case of mopes on that one.
Oh, I know. He's got the morbs.
Yeah. Oh, sad. To be young.
Oh, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying, right? Jeez. Got so much easier.
I'm gonna go up. Vinsire.
Yeah.
You can't do like anything else with plants, but other than talk to them, could you? Right? Can you make them grow or anything like that?
I can't make them grow, but if you find me a big enough tree, I can show you something pretty cool.
How cool is pretty cool?
I mean, I was pretty blown away the first time I did it, but
Okay. As we're just kind of walking, I just want to like peruse the peripherals of the road and see if there's a tree that looks large.
There's plenty of trees here that are somewhat large, yeah.
Vinsire, there's a
and
tree
as we
over
go,
there.
I'm familiarizing myself with these trees, Dungeon Masters, so I'm aware, especially when we get closer to good grass.
Okay.
Well, I've only really ever been to. I mean, this is gonna set you back a couple days if you want to do it. I mean, I don't know if you can just poke your head through or not. I've never really tried to just do that, but.
What do you mean? Poke my head through what?
Well, we only have about 6 seconds.
I don't even know what you're about to do.
Well,
well, before you do anything crazy, just tell me what you're trying to do or show me, and then I'll.
Well, you walk through the trees.
You walk through the trees to where?
To another tree.
Oh, like where, though?
I only really know of a couple outside of Calypso, so that's where we go.
Can you not get us to Blackmore? Could you just?
I've never been. Like I said, the first time outside my grove was spent in Calypso. So I mean, this is the first time I've left because I was stuck there for 30 days because of the whole trial or whatever they were putting me through to make sure I wasn't a demon or evil or whatever.
Oh man, that's a shame. You could really help us out with this whole travel thing if you'd been there before, I guess. But
yeah, well, I can only do it once, and then So
Yeah, I mean, I trust you. It sounds pretty crazy, and I've never heard of that before. But
well, I'm sure it'll come in handy eventually. Just remind me if you
yeah,
ever. I
yeah.
don't think about it often.
Maybe when we get to Blackmore, we can use it to get back to Calypso real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it'll do it. It will work out. Just remind me though, because it does. It's not. I don't use it frequently. It's pretty heavy. It takes a toll. I don't know if you have anything like that.
Yeah, I know generally what you're talking about. I got a
So,
couple things that a little more difficult to do than others.
but I mean, it's totally doable. I mean, it's fucking, and it's a blast, absolute blast. It's wild every time.
Huh. And anyone can go through it.
Got 6 seconds.
Hmm.
As long as you fit and you don't dilly dally and waste your 6 seconds, yeah.
I'll bear that in mind. Does it have to
Okay.
be a living tree?
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure.
Oh, it does? Okay. Okay. Well.
And I have to have like seen the tree and like familiarize myself with the tree.
Oh.
I can't just like think of a tree and then go there.
Familiarized. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll have to show me that trick at some point.
Sure. Yeah. Anytime. I mean, that's about that. And talking to plants is, I mean, all the druids from my circle I know can at least talk to plants in some capacity. Maybe not all the time, but there's magic that they use or.
Huh. I don't get out a whole lot. I haven't really met many creatures. Seen goblins before, but never really seen a druid. And I've seen plenty of humans, but Brahm up there, he's a real weird one. I've never seen one of them before.
Yeah, that was. I'll be honest. I thought he was a creature at first. That might be prejudiced of me. But
Me too. I was shocked. Didn't even know they existed. Lots of things exist that you didn't think do.
you're
Believe it or
telling me,
not.
man.
I know.
I talk to plants.
Are you a hunter? Hunt at all?
Do plants count?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's gardening, I feel like.
And
I think
maybe more.
you know what, Vinsire, I think your whole thing with plants, we might be more like than you think.
Do you talk to people before you kill them?
Sometimes.
And do you just kill people? Do they want you to kill them?
No.
Huh.
Not always.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically
Actually,
the same.
never, usually.
I mean, yeah, we're basically the same.
I mean,
Oh, what's it? I think I see something over here. I'll just hop off my horse, examining like just a random bush. Yes, this is interesting. Yeah.
This guy is so weird.
As you guys pop off the horses to take a short rest and let them take a break halfway through your day, we will pause for our break. We're going to take 15 minutes because I'm going to eat the dinner that I cooked. I'll see you back here at 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. And welcome back from break. Everyone except for Vinsire. He's running, I think he's just using the tinkle room, maybe? Maybe doing a tinkle? Maybe doing a tinkle. Anyway, as we end our short rest and our break, and you guys hop back on your horses for the remainder of your day's journey, where are we going? Are we going north to Good Grass, or are we cutting east towards Blackmore?
The vibe I got was that people didn't care how long it took, so we were going north to do a plant burial.
Got it. So, as we continue north along the King's Road to Good Grass, the day is pretty normal. You pass a couple of different groups of travelers. They are not interested in having conversations. They just look like normal. Some of them are families on the road. Some of them are like people that are traveling with goods, just shipping goods to Calypso or further up to Steelhaven. But for the most part, it's people coming south that you pass. No one overpasses you on the road. So as you guys go along throughout the day, anything that you'd like to talk with each other about?
So, when we get to Blackmore, what's our plan? Like, what are we going to tell people we're there for? Because I've had some ideas.
I was not really planning on telling them anything. I don't really know how many people I think would ask why we're there specifically, but I am excited to hear what you want to tell people.
Well, first of all, always have to be prepared. It's just one thing I've learned, living as long as I have, is you have to be prepared. Now, here's a few ideas I can float out to you guys. First of all, there's casinos. We're on a stag party. Someone's getting married, and we're there to party it up.
That's not a bad one. I mean, it might even bring in some free drinks.
Yep. Another one I had is, you're all my collective grandchildren, and I'm very old and almost dying, and I've always wanted to go to a casino, but never could because I was too busy raising orphans.
That's a tough one. The second part of that's real believable, but I don't know.
Just throwing some ideas out there. I always want to give them a good story so they don't suspect anything.
Maybe something that, because we're looking for someone smuggling, right? Someone doing like piracy, or someone doing some sort of smuggling some sort of goods.
Yes,
in and out of Calypso.
Yes, with the Blackmore crest on the ship, So I'm assuming they're connected to the city. If the city guard catches on that we're looking for something like that, we may be in trouble.
Hear me out. What if we ask around saying that we have something we need smuggled into Calypso? Or offer to sell something?
Well,
Good idea.
Blackmore is a bit more, I think, open than you all think it is about crime. I think we'll get quite a bit of inquiry about smuggling operations if we're asking people to do it for us.
Yeah,
Pretty,
I mean,
pretty open, crime-ridden city. That's like organized crime.
I mean, in that case, that sounds. I mean, that should be super easy then. We just locate the ship and offer to let them smuggle something back, and then board it when they leave. Kill them all.
Well, didn't they see us?
Damn, they did. I mean, I'm sure we can find a way to look different to an extent.
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
I have disguise.
I mean, I'm not. Look at me. Not really gonna be able to disguise myself too much, and I don't know much about Brahm up there if he's even still planning on helping us. But
Yeah, he'd be hard to hide. Large fella.
I mean, what if we offered to like sell them, maybe not something, but someone, so we'd have an inside man. I mean,
Fair.
You for example, small, seemingly wise. I'm sure they'd be willing to buy you, or even as a member of their crew.
That makes perfect sense. They'd want an 80-year-old man to man
Not
the
you,
ship.
Henry, you son of a gun. Her, and I'll point to God, I don't know why this name is so hard.
Esme.
Esme. God, I keep wanting to say Asenath. I'll point to Esme.
Well, we're on the
Not
same
you,
horse, I'm
Henry.
confused.
Good grief! Of course,
She's
no one's
right
gonna
behind
want.
me. I don't know. I thought you were looking at me.
No. Of course, no one's gonna want an 80-year-old man.
Well, someone might.
I mean, I can offer to sell you too if you'd rather. That'd be sure. I mean, the more people we could have on the boat.
I don't think we really need to sell anyone. Is Blackmore open to slave trade? DM?
No.
Damn.
Okay, like I'll point that out. Like, and when I say they're organized crime, they're not really about the trafficking of people. They're more like trade focused and merchant focused. They just are cool with criminal activity at the same time. But I mean, kind of like Calypso, there is some code to it.
Now, how open to criminal activity are we talking? What's kind of the left and right limits here? What can't you do?
There's hierarchies. Like think of like a myriad. So if you go outside of what they deem the limits, you're pretty much a mark.
Do you know what the limits are? What's like the?
No, I just know that slavery is not one of the things that they find couth.
Well, I mean, I guess we can kind of play it by ear. We really won't know till we get there, but if it's as open as you say, finding these people should be a walk in the park.
Well, I mean, if it's a ship marked with the crest of Blackmore, I would imagine it, like Henry said, it's owned by the city. So it might be a bit tricky to inquire about a city vessel with, people in the city. But I mean, it's not like a closed off place. You can go and trade. They're open to letting people walk in and out. They're very open to make money.
What if, and hear me out, if we located this ship, what if we were to somehow smuggle ourselves on board, wait till they're out at sea off the coast, and then, attack them on their own ship? And then we just take that ship back to Calypso, and that dude will think we're heroes, bringing back not only the heads of all those pirates or smugglers, but also a whole ship.
I really like that plan.
It's a potential. They're gonna take the canal though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel we could definitely. I mean, I'm not saying we have to attack immediately. We just, wait till they're in open sea or, somewhere where they can't, do anything too crazy and they have to stay on the ship or bail.
How wide across is the canal typically?
Like 25 feet wide, 30 feet wide in some portions.
Okay. So it's actually not that wide.
No, it's like a normal, like, I mean, a little bit bigger than what you think a normal canal would be like. Not like a small city canal, but like a fairly sized canal for like old school shipping.
Now, I mean, hear me out. This is also probably on the crazier side of things, but I mean, Henry did want us to pretend to be his grandchildren. So, but I mean, we could go in, find this ship, try and figure out when it is they're leaving, leave a couple days ahead, and then go to the canal and block them. Stop them right in the canal.
That's not a bad idea either.
I mean, I've got a couple different things I can use that should be able to stop a ship in its tracks.
Impressive.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we could definitely, keep that one in mind. I think it may be a bit more challenging to find a specific ship if they're all marked the same. I mean, I'm not super familiar with Blackmore, but if it's a city-owned ship, I would imagine they're not too creative.
Well, I mean, if, again, to the open crime thing, we say, hey, we're trying to, either smuggle in or get something picked up and smuggled out of Calypso. And then whoever takes the job, even if it's not the ship we saw, whoever takes the job is doing that. And that's not what the dude in the lighthouse wanted, so we just kill them. I mean, it's all indifferent to me on who it is. I feel like he just wants some of it to stop, so.
Okay. Well, maybe we get to the city and check it out before it's just, wanton murder and whatnot.
Hey, you never know. Like you said, you want to be prepared.
Yeah, you're an outside of the box thinker, Kazamak, and I like that about you.
In the box is murder.
Yeah.
Outside of the box, just to check the one box that says murder.
Yeah, just chink. All right, back inside.
How far ahead of us is Brahm?
Not far. It's not. He didn't say that he was like pushing his horse at any. He just said he was riding. So, assuming you're all going the same pace, so
yeah,
it's like a few steps ahead of the pack.
What do you think, Brahm?
I didn't hear anything you guys said.
Oh,
The strong stoic type.
We're thinking about trying to sell you to the pirates to get inside their ship.
You get nothing out of me.
Man, he is good. Well, as we're walking, I'm gonna looking around. Is this just kind of got a plan? Can't rope Brahm into the conversation, so is there any like, is this like a not trafficked area, but is there like other people that are utilizing this road, like carts or anything, or is it just us walking on a big road?
No, as I described, there are people that pass you, going both ways.
Okay. Sweet.
Andrew, what does the surrounding look like?
So, again, as you guys are kind of on the King's Road, as you're where you are in your path, the axemen don't make it that far up. They don't clear the road. So the forest is kind of reclaimed a little bit. It's not like on the road by any means. The roads have held up the test of time. It's just that the forest is closer. It's not like a deep, dark forest or anything. It's just spats of wood. It's no different than like driving down the road today. You'd have like spots of forest, spots of open. That's what it is. So, as you guys continue your journey throughout the day, we already did our dice roll for today. So, we get to the end of our day's journey. As we begin to set up camp, have everyone make a perception check for me.
Natural 1.
18.
11.
10.
Look at us.
30-20.
Who'd have thought?
Okay. So my 15s and higher,
Oh.
15s and higher, you guys identify that there is a small fawn, couldn't be more than a month old, is in your camp, and it is injured. It's like laying in the short grass, or the tall grass, excuse me. And with a 15 or higher, you are able to spot this fawn. Just lying there, injured.
Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
Oh, good.
Oh, is it? It's not big enough to eat though.
You didn't see it.
Oh, that's.
Yeah, we're out here fucking around. I'm talking to plants.
I'm gonna walk up to the fawn and I'm gonna take a look at it and then see. Is it pretty fearful of me as I walk up?
Yeah, I mean, it's a wild deer and you are a gigantic elephant. So it is not, it kind of skitters back worriedly, tries to stand up and can't. Seems to be something wrong with its back left leg.
I'm just gonna kind of bend over. I'm like, oh, hello, little one. And then I'm gonna pick it up. I'm like, I don't know if this works. Do you try cure wounds at the first level on it?
Yeah, you do cure wounds and set the fawn down. It doesn't seem to do anything to its leg. As you pick it up, you get close enough to see its leg's badly broken, very badly broken.
Let's see here. Can I look around to see if like the mother deer is around or anything like, or if there's any other like indications on how it got to that, how it got there in the state it is?
Yeah, I'd say the rest of you would see Brahm picking up a fawn now, and then Brahm, you make a perception check. You'd see him holding the struggling, kicking fawn as it's bleeding out. It's going. I can't do a bleat. Thank you.
Got you.
I got a 22 on that one.
22. Yeah, there's no signs of another deer here.
Brahm, I don't think that one's quite big enough to feed us all. Where'd you even get that thing? It's tiny.
I'm gonna look at you. I'm just gonna kind of like, I'm gonna hold the deer. I'm gonna look over my shoulder like, I'm not going to eat it.
I don't think you could. I don't think there's any meat on it.
And I'm just gonna shake. I'm gonna shake my head, and I'm gonna turn to the group, and I'm gonna look at. Actually, I'm gonna walk over to Henry, since he knows how to heal, and I'm gonna look at Henry's face. I'm like, Henry, do you know how to make a splint?
Yes, but perfectly honest with you, I've never put a splint on a wild fawn before. I could try it and give it a shot.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
you can make a medicine check. DC to be successful is pretty high.
Can I help him coming from the woods? So I was gonna.
Yeah, you need to give me something better than coming from the woods, but yes.
Well, I was gonna pull out my herbalism kit and then just try and take pieces of bark and like literally just like nature splint two pieces of bark
that's
on the
fine.
side and then wrap it with twine.
All
Yeah.
right. So
All
advantage or
You want to roll separates?
sure.
18.
5.
Yeah.
So you guys struggle mightily with trying to get the splint on this animal. One, the anatomy's completely different.
Where's this leg at?
The way that their legs work is completely different. You don't even know really, like you can set the bone properly with an 18, but the splint does not hold. The deer is not able to walk with the splint any better than what it was. It can stand upright now, but it can't like move, like at all.
As everyone's like scrambling to like save this deer, do I notice anything that looks like it was attacked on its body, or is it like it literally like fell somehow and broke its leg?
Make a perception check or investigation at this point.
Come on, baby.
14.
14. It doesn't appear to have been attacked by anything.
Oh, okay. In the immediate area, Kazimeg does not care that they're trying to help a random animal that is going to be eaten as soon as they release it. I want to look around like the general vicinity and see if it looks like there's any, I don't know, anything looks like something larger was in the area, or if there's any other wildlife that looks like it's lurking.
Sure, make a perception check.
Kind of patrolling the perimeter. 13. I'm going down.
Nothing that you can see, no. Everyone else, what are you guys doing?
Would you be like helplessly attending to this fawn?
This fawn seems like it's got a crowd around it, so I guess I'll go to like a tree or like some plants that are like, I don't know, 20 feet away from the fawn and be like, do you see what happened? Just like a bush or something near this fawn. Like, is homie Waddle over here with a broken leg? Did mom break his leg and run away because she hates him? Just like talking to a bush.
I think the fawn just broke its leg in a hole.
Oh. In a hole. Well, very insightful of you. I'm gonna like look around for a hole if there's one nearby.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't take you long to find. It was near where the fawn fell. It's a freak accident. There's just a hole that the fawn stepped in.
Yeah, I was curious if it was like a
I know what you're curious for. There's nothing in there.
Okay. Random hole. Okay.
We know the real reason Andrew put a limp animal nearby.
Okay, so since nobody can do anything, I'm gonna walk back to I'm gonna go further into the tree line, kind of away from everybody, and then I'm gonna do a quick prayer and pray to the pantheon and accept this little one into your grace. It's going to not suffer anymore. I'm gonna break its neck.
Christ.
Jesus. Well, you could have slit its throat, but I mean, breaking its neck's pretty brutal too. But that's quick, no suffering there, and you snap the fawn's neck.
And when I go ahead and I snap the neck, I'm gonna sit there and just, may the nourishment of this deer go ahead and please another animal that may need it in surviving.
Go ahead.
So as you drop as you place the carcass on the forest floor and step back to the party, you guys would know pretty quickly what has transpired in the wood line here. None of you are dumb. Passive perceptions are all pretty good. So are your passive intelligences.
You killed it, and you're not even gonna attempt to cut off the small amount of meat it has, so we can have something fresh to eat. I'm just like, I'm gonna walk back.
As you say that, and as you start to walk towards the baby deer, I'm like, so you like to eat children?
Sure, whatever you want to call it. It's a small animal, and I'm going to keep walking into the woods. I don't know about you, but when you're in the middle of nowhere, wasting food is not the best choice. and I'm gonna attempt to try to clean it.
Okay, make a nature check.
Immediately taints the meat.
Yeah, immediately punctures the stomach and spleen, and done. Nature, where you at?
At this point, I would just like to mutilate this animal.
Ha! Damn, I have a higher proficiency in this than anything else. Natural 1, mutilated.
Oh fuck, that's your second.
I lied. I'm actually just swinging my hammer violently.
Yeah,
So
you
not coming off.
Ritualistic
You go to-
sacrifice.
you go to cut into the deer and you puncture the spleen in the stomach immediately, and the meat is wasted, immediately ruined.
It's like, damn. I walk back. Yeah, just as I suspected, there was no meat on it.
Shame. I'll walk up to Brom, put my hand on him, like, it's the right thing to do, big guy. I lost my voice. Hey, old man. It's the right thing to do, big guy.
Well, Henry said all of that.
I'm gonna start going around the forest looking for firewood again.
Okay, make a nature check or a survival check.
Ooh, 22.
You find firewood.
Start a fire, baby.
Unseen servant's doing the same thing he did the other night, getting all my stuff ready. I'm just sitting on a log, kind of smoking a pipe near the fire.
Andrew, can I make an investigation around the area since a fawn is dead? I'm suspecting that there's something that's probably going to be coming around hunting it, and then if I don't find anything, I'm going to move the fawn's carcass a little bit further into the forest away from us.
So that check's already been made. That's already been done. So we're not going to roll. We won't, because it's already been rolled twice. A perception and an investigation check were made. So we're not going to re-roll those. But you can absolutely move the carcass into the woods.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move it deeper into the woods. That way, it's away from us, so there's not any like wolves or foxes or anything like that going after the carcass.
Okay. Nope. Esme. Okay.
I'm gonna do the same thing tonight. Going up a tree, zonking. First 4 hours, next 4 hours. If it's allotted, I will finish my potion.
Yeah, it should only be 8 hours and 25 gold. So,
yeah,
25 gold from your inventory, and then you need to make a roll. It's just a DC 8.
Is this a normal D20 roll?
Yeah.
Like anything added to it?
If you are proficient with an herbalism kit.
Yep, I am. So I just add my proficiency bar.
Correct.
Where is that?
Top of the screen by your ability scores and your initiative.
Damn, I do not. I got 6. That was rough. Well, wasted.
Wasted.
Wasted effort.
Wasted. You get to the end of the potion, you test it, and it is just not right. For your first time, not bad, but not good enough either. You'll have to start over.
So just slowly pour it out. Well, luckily he found me too.
I'm gonna call the dude Adam. Just ATOM. Hey, it's too late to be barking. I'm gonna just flick my coin up in the air. Yeah, I'm gonna flick. I don't know. I'm gonna flick the coin up in the air, and he'll just. And I'm like, Adam, same as every night. Just make sure no one that's not here ends up coming in here, and keep me posted on what Esme does, if she does anything, or if there's any new developments on anyone.
You've got it.
I'll just
He's gonna
search her.
He pounds his fit chest to search her.
And then I'll
He's off on his task.
I'll just, once again, set alarm, get ready to bed down in my spot, and head to bed.
Okay. Everybody going to bed, or is everybody doing anything special?
No, I'll go to bed.
Do
Uh,
my 4 hours of rating and then go to bed.
I'm gonna do a quick 5-minute prayer and meditation, just kind of over by underneath a tree at the stump of a tree before I go to bed.
Okay.
Are we all going to bed at the same time?
I don't see why not.
Hmm.
I am already sleeping.
As you see a 7.5 foot tall metal man just like standing over the fire, I think we'll be good. If anything, he'll wake me up if anything happens at night.
Fair enough.
He's pretty good at taking things out. Just classic old man on the couch with the TV remote in hand. Yeah, he's pretty good at picking things up. We'll be alright.
All right. Well, everybody have a good night.
As everyone goes to sleep, can I have Mike? Can you roll a d6 for me, please?
8.
How many dragons attack us?
Attached to your hip.
5.
I'm sorry, what?
5.
Good to know.
No,
As you guys wake up from your long rest, it's early. It's really early. But Philip and Adam are both waking you up. Philip screaming loudly in your head, and Adam gently shaking you in the shoulder. In your head, you hear,
something's here.
What did?
And then this, I mean, there's like music and shit.
What?
Listen.
Adam gently shakes you awake and goes, "Something strange is in the woods."
I'm gonna grab my axe again. Did you see what it was?
I hear it. Do you not?
Do
As
I?
you just listen, you'll hear. It sounds like the music of a fair.
Ooh, it's a carnival somewhere.
You guys hear like
no.
the like jingling of like coins, and you hear like laughter, and there's like sound coming from deeper into the woods.
As I kind of like sit up fairly abruptly, hand on weapon, and glance around, do I lock eye contact with Henry, who I assume is the only other one that's wide awake?
Braum would not be surprised, so Braum would be able to wake up if he
okay.
heard the noise.
The only person not awake is
Vinsire.
Vinsire.
That's you guys hear that?
Honk.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Adam, do you want to go ahead and walk towards that music and check it out?
Wait.
What?
I don't recommend it.
Why?
I just strange
Henry,
noise.
you can't just say these random things and give no validity to it.
I'm very old. I have instincts that have gotten me this old. Carnival music playing in the woods has never once led me
An
to
insane clown posse.
Sfago everywhere.
Down the clown.
Can I get up in a tree and hide?
Sure. Make a stealth check.
I'm gonna walk over and kick Vinsire's foot.
Okay. Vinsire, you're kicked awake.
Natural 20 for 20.
Okay. You climb the tree deftly.
Hidden
I
at night.
I mean, it is weird. I mean, I don't know how it's very early because it's like dark still, right? No birds, nothing.
Correct.
It's very late, but how many night carnivals have you been to in the middle of the woods, Henry?
That's a question where the answer might surprise you.
Well,
But let's just say if I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Well, I mean, you're still alive, and I kind of want to check it out because that's weird.
Just hold on a minute, and
I look up at Brahm and be like, "Is there an issue? I was dreaming of sweet dreams."
I'm gonna look at you and I'm
Some
gonna
fat cantaloupe
like,
cheeks.
and I'll point the direction the music's coming from.
Everyone make a perception check.
17.
19.
14.
11.
11.
The 11s don't do it, but the rest of you do. You hear, "Step right up. Step right up." And you hear like the sounds of like laughter in the wood line.
This really just sounds like a traveling circus. They're probably just a sideshow set up on the side of the road or something.
I've never been to a circus.
I haven't either. I don't even know what they are, but I'm sure it's some sort of show that's just set up on the side of the road. I mean, it's late, but if they serve ale of any kind and random travelers by late at night, kind of makes sense, right?
Is it late or is it early?
Late, early, it's dark.
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
Oh God, where's Henry?
What the fuck?
And I'm
Henry
going
cast
to
invisibility.
and I'm gonna send telepathically to Philip. I'm gonna be like, Philip, I think I know already, but just go confirm it for me. And have him scamper off in the woods.
Esme's gone too?
Philip,
Maybe Carnival is dangerous.
About a minute later, you hear,
You're never gonna believe this, but it's not him.
Oh, drops invisibility.
No.
No, it's a talking bear.
What? Philip, are you doing drugs again?
Yes.
Nah. I still got my crack rock.
Damn it, Philip! I thought you got off the sauce.
You leave it in your bag.
I got it from you, Dad. Well, I guess it's actually just weird. Philip says there's a talking bear, but Philip might just be high.
If Philip says it's fine, the last couple of times it's been fine. Whatever it is you're afraid of, can't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's nothing. Let's check it out.
I'm just gonna... Come on, Adam. Let's go see what all this ruckus is about. I'm gonna kind of like, somewhat cautiously, but start making my way like towards the noise.
Okay.
All right. Fully keeping in the trees, full on Naruto style, but still stealthing. So if I trail behind a little bit, that's fine. So I'll be at like 20 feet of movement per turn now.
You have to make acrobatics checks to jump from branch to branch.
I'm so down. I'm doing it.
Nat 1.
No one will see it.
I'll begrudgingly get up and...
What'd you roll, Kit?
For acrobatics?
Yeah. 13.
13.
Nah, no fucking way. You're trying to jump from tree branch to tree branch, so 13 ain't cutting it.
How dense is this woods? Can I not just like...
I don't care what level you are. The woods are not that dense. I did make a point to say that the woods were not dense. So with a 13, you go to... I won't have you face plant. You're too dexterous for that. But with the 13, you go to jump to the next tree branch, and you guys just... A lightly falling goblin just lands perfectly, like in a crouch, like right in front of you.
Stance, pretending like I meant to do it, and I'll be like, I'm just gonna like not even look over my shoulder, just be like, they're over there.
That fox don't hunt.
Ben Sire, now to you, good sir.
I begrudgingly get up and like big stretch. I just dragged myself. I'm probably like 20 feet behind everybody.
Okay. As you guys step into the woods, deeper into the woods, you start to see lamplight, colorful lamplight. As you make your way further in, these are torches that have been placed behind spinning stained glass. So essentially, the glass is spinning, and it's different colors.
Changing colors.
Glass, and it's making little rainbow colors. It is a pop-up carnival, it would seem, a fair. You can see where they have brought their carts in through the woods off the road. It looks like somehow weird because you could have sworn the trees were too thick for a wagon to pass. But here they sit. Bless you. Here they sit. In the woodline. The first thing that strikes you are three different things, almost simultaneously. The first would be the grandiose nature of the fair itself. This seemingly popped up out of nowhere, and there are 4 carts, each with their own individual wares and gimmicks and things going on, with people walking around there. You don't see any other guests. The second thing that you would notice is the seemingly talking bear standing in front of you. Measuring about 8.5 feet tall and wearing a crown of silver is a white bear.
Ooh, the faking.
No cheating.
Yeah.
No callbacks to the campaign that's not been recorded.
For our followers.
All right. No spoilers.
George,
No spoilers.
George is watching. Don't ruin it for him.
Yeah, our friend George. Hey, George.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, man. Yeah, so
guys, don't keep watching.
So as you guys step up and see this gigantic animal talking to you, he goes, "Ah, there you are. Well, you sure kept us waiting. You called and we answered. We are the Little Fay Circus." And he does a gentle little like bow, like a stage master would. He goes, "Now, down to business." And he snaps his fingers. Before he snapped his fingers, he was basically just naked bear with a crown. When he snaps his fingers, he's now wearing a ringmaster's uniform.
Like tux.
He's got a little jacket on, like a little pinstripe jacket, like no sleeves, but just like a vest. And he's got like little bear trousers, like around the knee. He goes, they're pinstriped red and green. And he goes, "Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you could stop by."
Yeah, how did you get through the woods and you were
Did
waiting
you hear
on
them? They
us?
said Fey Circus. The Fey. It's magic. He's a bear.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a trunk. I don't.
He goes, the bear standing in front of you goes, "Ah, your colorful friend is right." He reaches behind his back, and when he brings his paw back out, he's got a stuffed little polar bear, and he hands it to Vinsire. It's like it sits in like the palm of your hand. It's a real small little stuffed bear, like a 99-cent bear.
Ah,
I'll like tuck him into like my little. I just have like, cause I got like just a whole bunch of random cloth and clothes. Just tuck them in my pocket, like little head poking out. So I'm like, I'm all in from this. This is great. I'm loving it.
I'm gonna turn to Adam and be like, I think this is one of those places where people go to spend money and have fun.
I don't like it.
I don't
like it
either.
at all.
It seems very suspicious. Keep an eye out.
Why would anyone just spend their money?
Yeah, I don't understand when you could just. I don't understand. Nonetheless, keep a sharp eye for anything that seems irregular or dangerous.
Will do. And he just like puts his hands on the automaton puts his hands on his hips, starts just like scanning.
So real quick, above table, he reminds me of the rock people from Big Mouth. If anyone's seen it. If you haven't seen it, never mind. But that's what he reminds me of. Alright. Well, I guess we may as well go through this Fey circus. And I'll like as I kind of just like expectantly for like the bear to say something.
He reaches behind his back. He goes, "That's right. It is a Fey circus." He hands you a piece of coal.
Like, I'll put it in my bag. Well, what do we do?
Do it again. Do it again.
Well, you have fun. Play a game.
Games.
What games do you have?
Oh, we've got several.
Do they cost money?
Well, everything costs.
You guys are gonna keep beating around the bush. I'll step first in line. I'll do whatever this guy says.
Did he introduce himself? Did I miss that, or
He did not. No one asked his name or anything.
like Master Polar Bear? I am Henry Bibbleston at your service. What is your name?
I am Bartholomew, formerly the King of Fey, and he does a gentle bow. At your service.
Very nice, very nice. Now, you said everything has a cost. What is that coin? Are we talking coin?
Oh no, your soul.
Oh,
He looks at you. Of course, coin.
Had to double check. Sorry.
it would have been in.
I was a lot more comfortable giving my.
No, now you muted.
Never mind.
You were fine talking, and you thought you were muted, and then you muted yourself.
I know. I saw that the green square wasn't popping up. Well, let's play these games, and I'm just gonna turn to Adam and like, kind of like roll my eyes at him, and then like walk in and see what we got. Because Tucker the player is very excited. Kazmak is not.
Vinsire, the character, is extremely excited.
So, as you walk in, there is the first wagon is not a game at all. It is a petting zoo. There are all sorts of fantastical creatures here. You have a goose with 3 heads. You have a that honks like musical, like each head has a different like tone or tenor to it.
Cool.
There is a miniature displacer beast, like a displacer beast like toy version, essentially like a toy chihuahua, but it's toy displacer beast, and it's like in a little like almost like a gerbil cage, and it's just like ow, and it's like displacing itself everywhere. And there's a small little green dragon wormling, just beautifully hatched from an egg, and you can see it's just kind of like mewing essentially. And the keeper who walks into view is this slender, almost elven like creature. Has long pointy ears, very exaggerated, much more so than an elf. This would be an eladrin.
What was the name of it?
An
Eladrin.
Are the animals for sale or?
Oh, I'm sorry, but no.
Oh. Are we meant to touch them?
Perhaps some of you.
Can I just get a closer look with my guy here? Is it all right to approach?
Oh, I think for you a charge. And he smiles. He says,
Perfect.
I can smell it on you. A grove? No. This booth is specifically for you. And he does a gentle bow, and he says, for but a small price, you can have any of these. And he gestures to the wild shapes.
Dragons. That's sick.
Small price of a hug, a high five, piece of my soul.
No, no souls. That's just a very off-flavored joke. Bartholomew loves it. But gold. It takes a lot to rebuild a kingdom, and gold goes a long way.
But even for the King of the Fae, like, I mean, is the currency the same? Oh, former.
King of the Fae.
My apologies. My condolences, really.
What happened to your kingdom, if you don't mind me asking?
The kingdom that never was, sadly. I see your finger, Kitsun. The kingdom that never was, sadly. Long ago, not so long, but long ago in your years, a kingdom was promised to the Fae on the continent of Lofenstonk. And we still hope to build that promise. So in the night, when travelers set their flames alight in a spot known to the Carnival, we come.
Well, I'm all for making a little bit of coin any way necessary, so hats off to you, sir.
I am interested. I will pay you whatever you want from me.
He goes, a gold for the goose.
Okay.
5 for the displacer.
Okay.
And 25 for the wormling.
36. That works for me. I'll give you 36 gold. And I'll rummage through my coin purse. And I'll just 36.
He goes, thank you. Just keep in mind, they have their own personalities. And he backs off. As you approach the animals to get closer and take their wild shape, you look at the wormling, and it's making it's trying to do something. It's useless at this stage in its life. The displacer beast is small, a kitten at this point, but of course when you wild shape, you'll take their true forms, the green dragon wormling and the displacer beast. But it's neither of those two that catch your eye, because the beast charging towards you, honking wildly in 3 separate tones, is the goose. As the goose charges you, honking you, challenging you, make an animal handling check.
Okay. What is
Try to subdue this goose.
Play your games, goose. 22.
22. Yeah, describe to me how you subdue the goose.
Oh man, I think I would pull out. What a goose like? I don't even know if they'll eat it, but I pull out a piece of my rations, a piece of jerky. I don't even know if I'll like it, but I'll just be stop it, or I'll cast. And if that doesn't work, I will cast Speak with Animals and be knock it off. Chill. I just need 2 minutes.
The goose kind of just you speak goose? Of course he speaks goose. He's speaking to us. The one on the far left. Well, obviously he speaks goose.
I do speak goose, and in just 30 seconds, if you guys could just come hang out with me for a minute, we'll chat, and
Do we hear Vince Sire just going like speaking in their language?
Right, but don't get too handsy. We don't like when you get handsy.
That's fine. That's totally understandable. Here's a little piece. Do you like jerky? Would you prefer a carrot? I have some like roughage.
You have any bread?
Anybody have any bread? It could be stale. It's all the same.
I think I have some in my rations if you want. You want bread? You hungry?
Thank you, Henry. You're a lifesaver.
Yeah.
Bread?
You feed you like go to offer the bread, and all three heads just like simultaneously and are just ripping at the bread.
Just fighting over it.
Beautiful. Fantastic. As they're going after the bread, I'll just like place my hands gently on the top of each of their heads, just like really getting a feel for its shape and its size and its whole deal.
Nice.
Fantastic. Yep. In short order, you've essentially earned the wild shape of the three creatures in front of you.
Hell yeah, that's badass.
That is incredible.
A 3-headed goose or just a goose?
A 3-headed goose.
That's fucking cool.
The display should be pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And then 3-headed goose. I'm going to customize it.
I don't believe in the whole... I've never been a super fan of the super low just wild shape forms that they give you. Like the wild shapes are all like super lame. So,
oh, you want to be a trout? Here you go.
Yeah, it's like horse, dog.
Yeah.
Can I use the animal giant goose for the stats of the 3-headed goose?
Yeah, within reason. If it's nothing super crazy.
Criticality rating 20.
Yeah, it's only challenge rating 29, 400 XP.
Yeah, as long as it's within reason. You
Okay.
you understand reason.
Andrew, does the Eladrin look familiar by any chance?
Doesn't look familiar.
But I might pick it up.
The features are similar in that the ears are elongated in a very similar fashion. But whereas this Eladrin's ears are straight and pointy, the person you met in the woods, Orion, his ears curled at the top. Like dastard, like significant curl, like back in.
Noted.
So, as you guys kind of finish, looking at the cool animals and wild shape animals and things of that nature, you'd eventually move to the second cart. The second cart, there is a young woman. She is a fawn, and she is sitting cross-legged on kind of a beanbag cushion in front of a little round table. She says, "Come in. Please, come in. Have a seat, play a game, win a prize." She points behind her. There is a singular prize on the wall. It is a ring.
Huh. Seeing the ring, I'll play this game, and I'll like
Gold.
sit down. How much?
10 gold.
Hey.
Damn, 10 gold. All right, I'll just kind of like pull out a couple gold pieces, 10 to be exact, and then just kind of like chink.
Hiroki.
Very begrudgingly.
She swipes the coin gently across the table, and as she does, with a flick of her wrist, appears a deck of cards. She says, "The rules are simple. Have you ever heard of a game called Three Dragon Ante?"
No. I don't play many games.
So it's like war.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically what it is is we get 3 cards, right?
Okay.
I will assign my stuff first, like in my head, and then I will give you your cards and you will assign what you want to do. So I dish out 3 cards face down in front of us. Okay. And then
I'm trying to beat the blind ones with mine, thinking they're higher, right?
Well, essentially, yeah. But essentially, it's basically you're going higher or lower. So,
Gotcha.
like, you face down card, you'll flip your card face up and look at it. And, like, if this was your card, you'd have a 7 of diamonds. I flip my card up, I have it's the 8 of diamonds. And then you'd say, like,
Higher or lower.
basically, you'd say higher or lower. That you have the higher card or the lower card. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I think I understand.
Let me actually cut this.
All my trust is in you, Andrew.
I'm gonna cut it again because that was a shitty one. It's a brand new deck.
Completely bamboozled. All your gold is gone.
What the hell?
House takes the lot.
Alrighty. First my 3. Next year 3. This would be much easier if you were at the table.
I know. I had some contract shit I had to do.
Excuses. D&D's
No, baby. What I need you to do is come here, though.
I don't want to hear it from you, Chris.
I've been virtual for 2 damn years.
All right, so what you're going to do, you're going to go over to the camera. You're going to take these cards with you. I'm just going to describe what you're doing first. So you're going to take these cards and go over to the camera.
Okay.
You can look at them, but don't show Tucker.
Okay.
And don't show me.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to reveal a single card to Tucker, just one at a time. You're just going to reveal a single card
In the camera.
into the camera.
Okay.
Yep.
Single card.
Go ahead.
And I say what it is or no?
No, you just say higher or lower. If you think you have the highest card or the lowest card.
Compared to you?
Yep.
Highest.
Okay. What's your card?
Queen of, I think it's spades?
Ace of hearts.
Damn, played.
God.
Played.
Next card.
Do I put this one down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next card.
I show him another one?
Yep.
Okay.
The magician's assistant.
Literally.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I did not say what I thought. I was excited I did not see it.
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna say higher again.
Higher, probably. I have a 3 of hearts.
I think it was a jack. I hope
Jack
so.
of spades, yeah.
Okay, good. It looked like a 5 at first, and I was gonna say lower. Thank God.
it's a jack.
Okay. That's 1 for you, 1 for me, and then the final card.
It all comes down to this.
We're gonna just go higher again.
Okay. What you got?
King of spades again.
I got a 2 of hearts.
Yeah.
That's 3
Because
seconds.
ace.
Thank you, baby.
Good job.
Very nice.
Angus, yeah.
Round.
Great success.
Great
cards.
success.
Great cards,
I had
actually.
all face cards.
You had the Jack, Queen, King of spades.
I know.
I cut it twice, which is wild.
I know. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I shuffle cut and double cut, and still.
At first, when you beat me when I had a king out and with an ace, I was like, is this a trick game?
Rigged.
Was
I
not.
only have-
I was as surprised as anyone to have an ace. So, with that, she goes, well played. Well played indeed. A good guess. You might be telepathic.
I don't know about that, but I thank you.
Yeah. She flips her finger and the ring slides off the little display and falls gently on the table in front of her. Just, it's yours. Enjoy.
Thank you. I think I'll take it and like be somewhat happy inside. I'm like, that was kind of fun.
He's coming around.
Okie, you got a cool little ring.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, we like rings here.
I'm a huge fan of this carnival.
I'm just slip
Yeah?
that sucker on my slip it right on my finger.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Finger count
Moment
falls
you
up.
do.
So, up
More
next,
games.
up next, you come to a simple puzzle game.
Oh,
It is a memory game. So essentially, what you're doing is it's like the old like flip over the candy cane, find the other candy cane game. It's
Mhm.
like that, except for every time that you guess wrong, everything reshuffles.
Oh.
You can follow the cards if you're able to make the correct throw, the correct roll. So, who would like to play this game sitting behind the person? Well, two things. As you walk up to as you walk up to the carnival stand, the cart, a gentleman sits there, kind of gently twirling what is a like 12-inch long mustache. The mustache comes like out and up, and he's twirling the mustache with two of his fingers on either hand. And he pauses, and then it just wraps around his fingers, and he plucks the fingers down, and the mustache just goes
Wow, 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 wow.
like winds out. He appears to be a human for the most part. He has slightly Fey-like features, but hard to pin down maybe what he is. He kind of gently does a begrudgingly little like half bow and comes back up and goes, "Oh, my shtick is all about memory and how fast your eyes can be. If you can guess right and keep up, you might just win one of these fabulous prizes." Multiple people can play this game at once. This has multiple prizes. Behind this gentleman sits 3 different potions. He goes, "A winner gets to pick." So the rules of this game are pretty cut and dry. You're going to make you're basically going to just point at a thing you can't see on a table, because I don't want to set up a full 52 deck of cards and shuffle them. But
Come on.
you have
Where's the-
cards. You have 20 cards sitting on a table in front of you. They look identical. They're basically tarot-sized cards. As you flip them over, they are in fact a set of 10 identical tarot cards. What's on them, it doesn't matter. But there's everything from a skeleton to a rose. As you flip them over, you're basically trying to make pairs. However, every time you don't get a pair, so if you flip over your first card and it's a rose, and you flip over the second card and it's a skeleton, and as soon as you put them down, all the cards swap around. It's like the old barrel guessing game on Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
So what that equals is in either a sleight of hand check
Ooh.
or just a general intelligence check.
Ooh.
Oh, I
I
think
hear a
can
memory
play
game. I'll
this.
walk up behind Henry and be like, "It's okay. Maybe there's another one that you can."
No, 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 no. I'm actually quite good at these. Let me,
Okay.
yeah.
I am
I'm-
so dead.
I'm also pretty hopped up having just one and beginning to see what this whole fun idea is about.
But I will cast guidance on Henry because I feel bad.
Okay. Who all is going to play this game?
As I touch him, I'll just be like, "It's okay. You got this."
I'll jump in.
Okay. So we got 4 people playing the game. Okay. Not everybody's going to win a prize this time. So
Mm,
as you guys go, so the way this works is the DCs get increase and decrease in difficulty depending on how well you're doing. So just keep that in mind. So if you start off poorly, it doesn't get better unless
Easier.
it doesn't get any easier as time goes on. So as we go first, you guys flip over your first cards. You identify what you're looking for. Kit, you're looking for a rose. Kazamak, a skull. Henry, you're looking for a golden goblet. Brahm, you're looking for a broomstick. That is what you're looking for. As you flip over your second cards, I will have everyone make a general luck check.
it's a straight D20, right?
Straight D20.
2.
I don't
Damn.
know if guidance counts for that, but Henry, remember when you're doing this, you have.
That's a 6.
Does guidance count for that?
No, sir.
All right, so it's a 15.
Okay.
I got
Better
a
than mine.
So you guys flip over your cards. No match. The cards shuffle. You're still looking for the exact same cards that you were looking for before. So I need everyone to make a sleight of hand check to keep track of your goblet, broom, skull, rose, what have you.
Sleight of hand, or can we do the intelligence check?
You can do
well?
a general intelligence check to try to keep up, or you can make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, we can do intelligence. Way better intelligence.
17.
Guidance is D4, right?
Yes.
14.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
15.
So a 15 or higher, you are able to keep track of your original face-up card. So you don't have to get lucky twice.
Fuck.
If you did not keep track of your card, you have to get lucky twice. So as you guys go, you have who failed that check? Just Brahm? Brahm and Kit. Oh, wow. So Brahm and Kit, you're going to make D20 roll for me, please.
Right now?
Yep.
19.
Kit, you find your original card on the first pull. Brahm, you do not find your original card. You cannot win this round. Kazamak and Henry, you were able to keep track of your original cards. You flipped them over. You only got to get lucky once. Go ahead and roll a D20 for me, please.
The exact same roll, a 6.
I touch Henry on the back, just be like, "You got this," and I'm just casting guidance again.
I got an 18.
An 18 will actually do it. So on an 18, you flip over your card. Yeah, it's not a natural 20 roll. Believe me, that would be wild. So you flip over your card, and boom, you find your, I believe, a goblet for you. Your goblet. You have 2 goblets. The gentleman leans forward. He goes, "Well, aren't you spry for an old man?" Well,
Yeah.
the pick is yours. Let me find my potions that I had out here. He goes, "We have a potion of possibility, a potion of mind control, and a potion of aqueous form."
Give me the mind control one. Sounds fun.
All right. There you go.
Old man.
Okay.
Is this something I can find in D&D Beyond, or
Yeah, you should be able to find that.
dope?
If not, essentially what it does is the person who drinks it, like if you give it to somebody and they drink it, or you put it in someone's drink and they drink it, the person who doses the other person gets mind control ability over them.
Nice.
So
For
I'm
how
guessing
long? A
It's
minute?
for
Oh, wow. Nice. And I do like that Henry is nefarious.
So that is the second round. You get 4 rounds of this. Moving to the third round. Kit, Kazamak, you guys make sleight of hand or intelligence checks to keep track of your original card. Brahm, roll a d20, just a natural 20. Just a natural 20 is what you're looking for here.
Dirty 20.
20.
17.
13.
Brahm, Kit, you are able to keep track of your card. Kazamak, you're able to keep track of your card. Brahm, you do not get lucky and find your original card.
That's it. I'm running away.
Just so everyone's tracking, the numbers that I'm looking for now are 18, 19, and 20 because there's no longer 17 on the table. So, Kit, Kazamak, Brahm, go ahead and make a luck check. Just a
Come on, baby. Oh my god. I'm going down. 5.
God bless America.
14.
4 for Brahm.
Okay. That is the third round. Final
us.
round coming up. Sleight of hand check or intelligence check for Kit and Kazamak. Brahm, please give me a natural 20.
Oh my god.
I rolled a natural 1.
I rolled a natural 2.
I
5.
roll 11.
None of you are able to keep track of your original cards.
Nobody wins.
Everyone make a general luck check when you flip over this first card. You're looking for an 18, a 19, or a 20.
Bro, another natural one.
Damn, 15.
You rolled a lot of natural ones tonight. I think it's your 4th natural one.
Second.
Damn.
15.
Go on, Ricky Bobby.
15 and a 4?
4.
13.
Yeah, I won't do it either.
That's like a weird way to put up 4.
None of you are able to win your prize.
Damn.
The gentleman sits back and goes, as I said, surprisingly spry for an old man.
Oh, he's not that
You
old.
got it. Yep, you're right.
Would
Not
any of
that
you
old.
like to play again, or would you like to move along?
I'll try it again. This is
try again.
ridiculous.
How much did that cost?
What, the game?
Yeah.
10 gold.
Oh,
I'll try again.
That would be 10 gold.
I begrudgingly put 10 more gold down.
I do too.
Hooked. He's got the penny pusher game. He's going.
It is. I know.
Mikey at Dave and Buster is just quarter machine all night, baby.
Right. Oh, sorry?
One of these.
Yeah. Well, now it's just that one and that one.
Oh, okay.
I want to see what the other games are too.
So, as you guys line up to play, Vince, are you going to play or no?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm elated with these animals.
As you guys line up to play, so you pull Kazumak, you pull the goblet, Brahm, you pull the skull. You guys are looking for a goblet or a skull. So go ahead and make a general luck check. Roll a d20.
Luck check.
This first round.
God bless it. 9.
11.
Neither of those are 19 or 20. So make a sleight of hand check or a general intelligence check to try to hold on to your card.
God.
Oh! Oh!
And if anyone would like me to roll for them, I'm here for you.
At this point, it might help me.
It was on 19 and then flipped to fucking 3.
I failed.
Well, cookie crumbles.
Both of you lose your cards between the first and second round. So, general luck checks. You're looking for a 19 or a 20.
Who roll me a d20, please?
Nope. 5.
Just right there, baby. Just roll that. She rolled a natural 20.
She's rolling for me for the rest of the time.
So, on a natural 20, Brahm, you are not only able to... That's wild. She rolled the wedding die.
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
On a natural 20, wow, it just walks up and drops a fucking 20. You're able to flip over your first card and your second card. You're able to find your skull. Kazumak, in the second round, you do not get lucky. You're not able to find either of your cards. Moving into the third round, Kazumak, make a general luck check. You've lost your card completely.
Gone forever. See if the dice will be any better to me. Nope. I haven't actually rolled anything higher than like a 15.
Yeah?
Nope.
I mean, it's not hard. I mean, because at the start, you were 17 or an 18 and 19 or 20. 17, 18, 19, or 20. So
19 or 20 that's so difficult.
Yeah, but now you're by yourself. Now you need a natural 20 to get lucky. So
I know.
yeah,
I'm just
natural
rolling
20 gets
through
it
it.
for you. So that's
Should I
your third round. Into the fourth round, make your right dice roll.
Aw, now I get a 19.
Yeah, now it won't do it. So you leave empty-handed again. Gentleman twirls his left side of his mustache, and says, "Care to go again? Third time's the charm. 30 gold's the charm."
Fuck you! And I'm just gonna like walk off.
Well, no. And he just crosses his leg. You guys come to the final wagon here.
Wait, do I get a prize?
Oh yeah, you get a prize. Sorry. Yes.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, he's
Come
strong.
on.
I'm like, did I just get bamboozled?
Yeah, as Kazumak strides off, yes, you get a prize. There are 2 potions behind you, this gentleman. He goes, there are 2 possibilities left: the potion of possibility and the potion of aqueous form.
We'll do the potion of possibility.
One potion of possibility.
Just had to.
So
I think it let.
he hands you the potion, and you are good to go. It's a luck point. You drink it, and you have luck for 8 hours.
Very cool.
Is it as many, or is it just limited?
So a single luck point.
A single luck point? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Is it unlimited?
So as you guys move to the third and final wagon, this is a game of darts. But the targets are moving. This is your classic kind of duck and target like pin game that you gotta like down. But there are these weighted darts that you have to throw. This is a dexterity-based game. So you may use a thrown weapon game. So if you don't have a great dexterity modifier, doesn't mean you can't play, just means that you're not going to be as proficient. So who would like to play the darts game? You see that there are several things sitting behind the counter.
I'll play. I have no chance of winning, but I'll play.
Step right up. Step right up.
First off, how much is this going to cost?
What do you mean? I can't see you. Can you come closer?
Oh, I was asking you. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, we do things in character here. It's called Dungeons and Dragons.
I forgot my voice. Give me a second.
I sound like this.
Yeah, that was it. Fucking Dumbo.
Yeah, that'll do it.
How much does this cost?
Vincent get one in play.
Well, this costs this right here. This is gonna be this is gonna run you. Can you come closer, please? I can't see you very well.
I take a step closer.
Yeah, as you get over the the counter, you see what is less than a foot tall, like little fey creature. It almost looks like a halfling, but it's like almost like feathered.
Motherfucking Joe.
It's like a talking, almost like a talking bird, but like not. It's just a odd fey creature. It's got humanoid features, but it's got like feathers on it. It's not like a miniature Aarakocra or anything like that. It is just a weird fey being.
I mean, we have feathers.
It's like less than a foot tall.
Yes. Oh, there you are. There you are. So, here's the deal. You gotta throw these little darts and hit the targets. It's 5 gold to play. You get 3 darts. You gotta hit 2 targets. They get faster though, so be very, very careful.
Yeah,
Okay.
put 5 gold on
I put 5 gold on the counter too.
I have terrible dexterity, but I'm going to try anyway because I'm excited.
I'm also gonna try it because I'm infuriated.
There are a handful of items that are kind of sitting behind the display here. So plenty of items to choose from. As you guys line up, put your gold on the counter, and you pick up your 3 darts. Pretty easy. The DC starts at 18. DC goes up by 2 every time. You got to hit 2 out of 3 to get a prize.
Damn, there's no way I'm rolling this.
You got to hit 3 out of 3 to get the grand prize.
So after the second one, you have to roll natural 20s? Or after the first one, you have to roll a nat 20?
No,
Oh, if it went up by 2 each time.
the DC. It's a dexterity throw. So you don't have to roll natural 20s. If your dexterity is high, if you have a +5 modifier in dexterity and you roll an 18, you get a 23. You have a +4 dexterity modifier and you roll a 19, you get a 23. Well, that's on you then. You have to roll a natural 20. I did say before you put your gold on the table that it was a dexterity-based game. So
True.
as you put your gold on the table and pick up your darts, the first dart, if you will, make a attack roll and use your dexterity modifier as the bonus.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Sure.
All right.
God bless it.
4. Ooh, 18.
Oh, that's really good. Look at you. Got a bullseye.
Damn, that was rough. It's just our dex modifier.
Yep. Unless
Or-
if you're proficient with darts, you can add your proficiency bonus.
Simple weapon.
So that was a dirty 20, actually.
So, so did anybody else hit it?
Nope. Not
Okay.
even close.
So, just Vinsire hits it. Vinsire, you hit your first dart.
Oh, see, told you it's much harder than what it looks like.
So, on the second dart, make another attack roll.
All right.
Vinsire, your DC
Oh,
is
thank God.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Two
Hell yeah.
nat 20s.
So, Vinsire, you hit your second target. Your DC will now
Total
be
25.
Your DC will now be 22 for the third target. Kazamak, you hit your first target. Your DC will be 20 for the second target. The rest of you, did any of you hit 18?
I had a 19.
Aw.
19.
Even
Kit.
with a natural 20, there's nothing special.
No, it's a single target.
Fuck.
So, you hit a bullseye. I'll get there when I get done with everybody else's stuff. Kit, you rolled a 19. You also hit your first target. Your DC is now 20.
Oh, whoa, look at that. 3
Hey, really?
bullseyes. That's really good. That never happens. Well, I guess third dart's the charm. Good luck.
What's my
All right.
DC?
22.
Okay.
Damn, I gotta roll 2 natural 20s
I
in
did
a
roll
row.
a natural 20, just to let you know. That was what I rolled.
Nope.
I'm using my inspiration.
It doesn't do anything because you're hitting a single target. There's
Damn
no
it.
way to give you anything extra.
Son of a gun. Kazamak gets real mad.
Okay. Okay, 18 on the die. That gives me. I have to roll. That's 21. Ooh. Oh, yeah. 18 plus 4 plus 3 is 25.
25. Vinsire, you hit your third target. Kit, did you hit your target?
No, I rolled a 15.
You did not. So, Vinsire, you're the only one to win a prize.
Wow. Look at that. See, I said it was harder than what it looks like, and no one ever listens, but here we are. So, you win a prize. You win the grand prize. You get these.
And
I thought he said me for a second.
I was like,
You get me! What?
Vinsire, the creature kind of flutters up. It's like fairy wings though. And flutters up and grabs these odd looking goggles and brings them back down and hands them to you.
fantastic. Thank you.
They should help you see at night. Enjoy.
Well, I can already do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you can trade them out if you don't like them, but the rest of
Not
them.
that I don't like them. I
cool.
just already see it. I can already see in the dark.
Well, aren't you fancy?
Yes.
I look at you and be like, oh, I can't see in the dark.
That's unfortunate.
You should have won a game.
Damn.
Is there an exchange that we could do?
I mean, I
5
got-
gold.
Ripping in swag right now. Polar bear in his pocket. He's got goggles on.
Boy's a middle schooler at the fair, brother. He's fucking pimping.
Having a great
I
time.
got this. I got this really fun dust. Watch.
She takes a handful of dust and is just gonna throw it in Henry's face. Yes, you do. It is the dust of sneezing and choking. It's like getting hit with pepper spray.
Oh my god.
Well, as much as the
this
dust
station?
is cool, I'll hang on to the goggles. They seem fun.
Watch this. I'm a Mason old man.
This is like Kai in the last campaign, beating up old people.
He goes,
I've also got this cool rope.
and it's a rope of climbing. She just it goes up in the air.
I would have been so mad if I won any of these.
Watch this. It's the rope of hanging. Ties it around Henry's neck.
Watch me kill this old dude.
It's just
I'll-
hate crimes against old people.
I'll keep the goggles. The goggles are nice.
He heard your druid comments you were making earlier.
I like them. I'm wearing these goggles even though I can already see in the dark.
Super bright.
I got my goggles. I got my polar bear. I got my wild shapes. I'm ecstatic.
Cool.
That's me.
Yeah.
Does it give him anything additional? Like, can he see color now at night?
Nope.
It's like the ones I have. Goggles of goggles of night.
I decided what the grand prize was, and it just happened to be the person that won the grand prize doesn't need it.
Hey, it is what it
Like
is,
a
man.
carnival.
I'm still wearing them. They're still mine.
Walk right out and you blind yourself and you can't see at all anymore.
It's your blind story arc. It's not the way you thought your story would go. It's just, it's how the dice fell, brother. So as you guys kind of collect yourselves and look around, you begin to realize it is like 2 a.m. and you do need to get to sleep at some point. And indeed, you can see that the carnival itself has started to pack up. Bartholomew comes up and goes, "Well, I hope you've had a lot of fun. It's been a blast for us here at the Little Feyland Carnival. Next time you hear music in the woods, don't forget about us."
I pray to the lords that I will see you again. This was amazing.
Yeah, it was more enjoyable than I anticipated. I especially liked the bit where you threw that burning powder at the old guy. and I'll just be like, I'll start making my way back. Come on, Adam.
Yes. You must sleep. I think.
That's really ominous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Die.
Uh-oh.
You must sleep, damn it. The Lord commands it.
I might have
That's where-
gotten my 4 hours. I'm not sure, but
I'm gonna whip out my wand of magic detection and see if this ring is legitimately a gimmick ring that you would get at a carnival, or if it's actually something of substance.
It seems to be something of substance.
Okay. You don't have to tell me what it is, because this just tells me if it's magical.
Yep. If you put it on, you would spend an hour tuning to it, and you'll learn what it is, or you can cast Identify.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything. I don't have Identify. Make sure anything was not crazy. But yeah, I'll put it on before I go to bed,
Okay.
and then go back into my little circle and go to sleep. Give Adam the same instructions.
Okay.
See, Henry, not everything in the woods is scary, and I'll roll over and go to bed.
Fucked up, man.
Your eyes are swollen. You're like coughing.
Casting prestidigitation on my face, trying to get it out. Like,
Yeah, prestidigitation. I'll say prestidigitation works.
okay.
You're able to get it out.
Ooh, burdens of sinuses. Oh. Goddamn polar bear.
Poor Henry.
This is just.
So, as you guys make your way back to camp, having experienced the Little Feyland Fair, carnival, if you will, as you guys, as the adrenaline seeds and you give way to yawning and sleep, that is where we'll end our session.
glorious.
Nice. I like that carnival.
We're gonna have
Sick.
sweet, sweet dreams of carnivals.
Well, you guys rolled for it, so there you have it. That's what you rolled
Oh.
for. So
Unless
that
we
what-
have nightmares.
you guys rolled the fawn with a hurt leg and the fair.
Woo! Whoever
Oh,
rolled
hell
fair,
yeah.
good on you.
Moral dilemma and fun.
Just wanted to see. I just thought it'd be fun to see how the party tackled dealing with a hurt fawn.
I was real tempted to do
Behead it?
something, but I
Yeah,
was like,
you would.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I was like,
I know.
I didn't see it, so.
You all still haven't seen the last of Esme. Haven't cracked that egg yet.
I know what you are.
Everyone
Somebody-
but me and Brom are just like, this goblin is cool.
Be my actual character.
So, to future versions of us, hope you got those problems sorted out, and see you everybody next week.
Bye.
Bye.